I say, here at Kajun Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it with no problem. I got an offer. I got the dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars. Let them have it. You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it.
Hello, and welcome and good morning, everyone, including our co-host, Mr. Trent, in the house.
Good morning.
First in the house that gets that pie point today is Mr. Punisher Peter himself. Hello, and good morning. Papa Smurf, hello, and welcome. Mindy. Oh, that's right. I did see where Jennifer put your link in the chat. And if y'all haven't seen Wendy's first video she put out yesterday, you might want to go check it out. She did pretty good for her first video. Definitely leave her some comments too.
That's right.
Let's see, Wendy. Paul, hello, good morning and welcome. How are you doing today? Let's see, Jennifer's in the house early today too. She's ready to put all the links she's put in there ready for y'all. J.R. Kara, 1964. How are you doing, Jen? Good morning. Hello and welcome. Hello. Papa Smurf. Susanna, hello, good morning. Jennifer, Punisher, and got caught up already. That was quick. Cool. So how's everything going on your neck of the woods over there, Trent?
It's going fantastic. I got everything I needed to get done yesterday, and plus some. As y'all can tell, this new white wall back here behind me. You see this spot right here? My spray gun got a little carried away.
Oh, I just noticed it when you pointed it out.
Yeah. And I will go through there and sand that down and fix that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun yesterday. I had to take my sister to some business stuff she had to go do, and then had to take my daughter to the doctor and get her a shot, which she was looking forward to that. Not really. And she,
which 17-year-old doesn't?
Yeah, right. Yeah. But she told me, she said that's the second meningitis shot she's had to get for college. And the first one, she said, Dad, it hurt so bad for so long. And she said, I'm kind of dreading this one. And I told her, I said, just whenever they give you the shot, tell them not to just jab it in, to go slow. And that's what she done. So anyway, I think she's got to get one more shot before she'll be ready to go to college. But
when does she start?
Whenever she graduates. As soon as she graduates, she's already done a year of college through the high school.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So whenever she actually goes to college, she'll start off as a sophomore.
Oh, that's wonderful. Cool.
So, yeah. And it's good for us because the college courses are only $150 a piece if she's in high school.
Right.
And they're like $6,000 a piece if she's in college. So
that was a good savings for y'all.
Yeah, we were definitely like, yeah, go for college right now. We got some stuff done here yesterday. We went and bought some material, and you can see the new background.
Yeah.
We got most of the building redone, and my light just went out.
You got a strobe light going on over there?
I only gave 50 cents for this light at a yard sale. So if it goes
okay.
out,
So you get your money's worth already, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I'm a thrift
So how's everyone doing in the chat? I can say definitely I got all my. What now?
I'm a thrift shopper, so everything I got here is discounted somehow or another.
Nothing wrong with that. I think we all are.
Yeah, that's right.
For me, my goals yesterday I completed. I got everything done, packaging wise, orders, my listings, and then I had an item I had to go return because it was not. I bought something that didn't work. It was one of those gem testers that stopped working on me, so I was able to get a return on it. So I had to go to the UPS to drop that off, and then today I woke up about 1 o'clock in the morning, couldn't sleep. Came downstairs and I got 38 listings done. I got my orders packed already. The only thing I got left to do now is pack all the winnings from yesterday's bingo and giveaway for the 700 sub giveaway, and that's all I got left to do. Then I'm gonna start working on my next set of drops to list for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's awesome. I got to get more stuff to list. That's my problem. You say you got 38 listings. I I run out of stuff to list. And that's
My
the problem.
my total right now of items that I have listed on eBay right now is, as of this morning's listings, is 1,548 pieces.
Wow. Wow. See, I've never had above 400 pieces. And the reason is because when the stuff that I buy at yard sales, I'll buy it. And then before I can get the next batch of yard sale stuff listed, I've done sold a bunch of it.
Right.
And I don't know if it's just because I'm pricing it too low and it's selling fast or what. I mean, there's some things that I've sold that I know I could have got more money out of. And I'm thinking, man, that sold way too fast. I should have asked more for it.
Right.
But then there's some things that I've had sitting here for 3 weeks that sells, and it's like, should I have asked more money, or should I mean, is that just the deal of the day or what?
You saw Jennifer's comment?
Yeah, you know why it was in the yard sale. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we all buy that clearance. I love buying clearance. And Derek Harris says, I never run out of my stuff to list. I'm the same way. And for me, I think the reason I have a good bit of back stock is, but even before the pandemic started, I would go out and I would go to like estate sales, garage sales, whatever I can find, flea markets. And I was basically buying it because of the fact that I had the money to do it at the time. So I would buy more. And now that I'm selling more, I'm buying more again. So for me, I do a lot of auctions, or I'll go online and do the bulk sale buys, or I'll go in last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we were able to go to a flea market in the area in New Hampshire. And it was so nice. We got in there. It was not a big crowd. So it was really nice to be able to find some great gems. And so when we do have the chance, I get what I can get. And I keep on listing. So I'm never going to run out. I did do a Solupod video where it says show off your death pile. Yeah. And everybody kept saying they were waiting to see my death pile. It's because I have everything organized in boxes or crates. That when I get a receipt, I'll put it in that box with that receipt until I can get to it. And what I'm doing is, as of the new year, I started actually in December. When I list something, I'll go from the old pile that I have. If I buy something new, it'll be from the old pile and the new pile. So I'm basically working everything in at the same time. So it's not always the same stuff. Gunnar says, I would be interested in any other PlayStation games you have. Okay. You did see the other two left that I had in that auction for Wednesday. No, it was Saturday. If you were able to go through that whole video, I did have a whole set of those already, but I do have more coming. So I'll let you know. Our auctions every Wednesday and Saturday. Tomorrow will be our first coming back with the Hump Day 1 o'clock auction. So be there and ready. You never know what I'm going to bring. I'm doing some plush and games and stuff like that. Trying to get things with a good, nice little lot. Because what I do is if I bring something to the auction the first time and it doesn't sell, I do bring it to the next auction after that is getting listed or put in my antique booth. So definitely check it out. And I'll keep an eye on that and let everybody know that's what you're looking for. And that way when you come, we do our next auctions. If it's not me, Susanna, or Queen, we'll let you know that we can find it and get it for you.
Yeah.
Because I learned something about those PlayStations. I didn't realize that Black Label was an original release. The green labels were released after. It's like a second run. So that was pretty
cool. That's right. I sell a ton of PlayStation and Wii and Xbox games. I sell them like crazy.
Yeah.
And one thing that I learned is from trial and error is whenever you list the games, because I went through there and I listed the games individually and I was selling them like that, but I wasn't selling them very fast. And everybody's like, oh man, I make so much money off these PlayStation games, off these Nintendo games. And I'm like, how do you make so much money off of them? And I got to doing some research on it, and I ran across, I was on eBay just looking at the games, and I ran across a variation listing, but I didn't know how to do variations. So I went and I learned how to do the variations and go through there, and I created a variation video for everybody. That way it walks you through step by step how to do the variations. And I run Lonnie and Candace, Shed Flip. Yeah.
Flip. Yeah.
I watched he's got a variation video too, but it left me asking questions.
Right.
Because I didn't understand it. Right. And so whenever I finally figured out how to do it, that's whenever I decided, hey, there needs to be a video about this. That way people can learn how to do the variation listing. So anyway, I went on there and I learned how to do the variations, and I started listing all the video games, like all the Nintendo games, all the Wii games, all the Xbox games. And you was talking about selling. I sold probably 85 games in 1 week.
I
And
love the variation thing. And I just started using that, I want to say around November, when I had got a hold of some items that I bought. I had a whole bunch of them, but they were like different colors. So I had like five and 8 and 6 of each one of them. They were all different colors.
yeah,
And I had one that had like 12. So what I did was I did the variation. That was my first time doing it. And I love that because of the fact you can have one listing, but then all the variations are in that same listing.
that's
And
right.
you can pick individual pictures for each one because you have 12 for each one that you have allowed.
Yeah.
So that's even better for you as well. So yeah. It's a good
But
product to use.
it takes a little bit of time creating that one variation listing.
Yes,
But it's a whole lot faster than listing each one individually.
exactly.
So, I mean, what I done is I got in here and I took pictures of everything. And then whenever I got over to the computer, I just sat down here, and it takes time to go through and put each picture in and all that stuff.
Right.
But like I say, it took me about an hour to do probably 100 games, and it would have taken me 3 days to do 100 games if I was
Right.
doing single listing. Plus, if you're having to pay for your listings, then you're only having to pay for one listing instead of 100 listings.
Right.
So you're saving a lot of money too.
Hello and good morning, Greg. Landshark Picker in the house. I can't see it in the stream here, but I see you in the chat. So how often do you do the variation listing?
Just whenever I have things that, like the video game, if I have a bunch of something, whether it's different sizes or different colors or different names, like the games are all different name games.
Right.
And but like if I've got some sweaters that they're all the same size and they're all the same, they're all men's sweaters, but the problem is they're all different colors. And I picked them up at Stage whenever they were going out of business, and that's the only time I'll use a variation listing is if I've got a bunch of something that I'm trying to get rid of. That's, it wouldn't make sense to do an individual listing on.
Well, let me ask you this: when you're doing that, is it all the same brand, or are you mixing the brands also as a variation listing?
You can do different brands too. I mean, you can just change it up in your listing.
Oh,
whenever you're creating the, what's it called, the
specifications.
Yeah, specifications. Whenever you're doing those, you can just put in the different brands, and you can put in the different colors inside. I mean, you can do a variation. You can do a lot.
Okay, because I thought variation had to be all the same name of the same type, or maybe different colors of the same. I wasn't sure, but Paul says variations are all great, but the pricing reductions are not as easy. So does that mean you have to go to each one of them and do it separately? I never thought of that.
Whenever I do the prices, I mean, whenever you create the variation, you can put the prices out there specifically for whatever it is you're like. See, the games whenever I listed the games, some of the games were selling for $35, $40. Some of the games were selling for $5. So whenever I'd create the listing, I'd put the name of the game, I'd put the quantity, however many I had, and then you got the option to put in the UPC code, and then you can put in the price.
Right, because it's almost like its own individual listing, but it's all in the same category.
Yeah.
But Paul wants to know, what he was saying is actually when you go to reduce a price on, say you have everything on a variation listing, he said it's a little bit harder to do the actual reducing of the price per piece. If, again, like in your case, you have them at different prices.
Yeah.
So do you have to go to each one of those and change it as that? Or is it, I know you could do bulk editing, but how would that work for that if you're having a different
if you're just trying to change the price on one, like you want to lower the price on one instead of lowering the price on all of them,
right?
What you do is you just go back into your original listing,
and
then where it says create variation or edit variation, you just click on that, and then it'll pop up the page, and you can go through there and you can change the listing price right there. So say you want to drop it by 10%, or you want to drop it by $4 or whatever, then you can change all that right there in that variation right there. So
let's see. Landshark Picker says you definitely let's go over there. You have to you really have to be careful with eBay's variation listings.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, because there's my mind goes, choo.
A squirrel moment.
Yeah, there it went. It's gone now. I'll catch it in a minute. Yeah, variation listings can be tricky, and you do have to pay attention to them.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was a little weary about when I started doing it last month. And the only reason I did that is because I had this bulk buy I bought of the same game or the same piece, but there was like 6 different colors, or maybe 5 different colors. But it was exactly the same thing, but it was a different color. So that's the only time I use the variations, is because I want to try it out. And so what I liked about it is that it is the same topic, same title, just each one had a different color, and I was able to do that, and I tried that, and I really liked doing that. But again, I think it was very I was a little nervous doing it because I didn't know if it was going to work. And when I finished it, it was like, okay, I like this. But for me, I'm only using it for when it's exactly the same item, but in different colors or sizes of that same name, same brand, same whatever. That's when I use it.
That's right. That's like Landshark just said. He said they really made for specifics, like color, size, etc., not using for multiple items that are not really related. And you wouldn't want to do it if it's 2 completely different things. You don't want to do create a variation listing.
But that's why I was surprised when you said you did different games on the variations, especially with PlayStations, because I didn't think you can do something like that under your variations. Again, yes, it may be PS games or PlayStation or whatever, but I thought it had to be the same exact names, a different year or different whatever. Because I just started using it, so I'm not really familiar with all of those.
Yeah.
I like being able to go into my auction active listing page and reduce prices. In variations, you have to go in and edit the listing. A lot more work than simple. That's why I was wondering about that, because when you do variation listings, then you have it actually in a Dropbox, so that means you have to go back and do each one.
Yeah, that's right.
So that sounds like it would be a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean it is more work, but I mean, like I said, you're saving money by doing the variation listing, because you don't have to pay listing fees on however many products. And it's just, whenever I started doing the variation listings, I started selling a ton of stuff. So I mean, like just the Wii games alone, I had probably 70, 75 games. And then the PlayStation games, I had like 100 games. The Xbox games, I had probably, I want to say probably around 160. And literally I have probably 15 games left.
Oh, wow.
And that's why I'm saying that I need to get to thrifting. I need to go back out and hit some more yard sales, but there ain't really that many yard sales right now. So
have you ever thought about going online for online auctions like a Goodwill, the Goodwill Blue Box?
I looked into it one time, but I didn't really know what I was looking at. So that's something I'm going to have to learn. I'm going to have to get in there and figure out how to. But yeah, that's something I definitely am going to look into, doing some Goodwill online auctions and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, like you said, going into your active listings, once you get to your seller hub, you just scroll down through there and you can see the price, and you can click edit, and you can change the price like that. And it's super simple. But with the variations, you do have to go into the listings, and it's just a couple more mouse clicks, really.
Right.
But it's not too bad.
And then what else? I just remembered I didn't do this today. I want to get it done because I do have some things that's going to end. And what I've been doing is I've been going in anything that ends today from what I had listed from when it relisted. Trying to stop it from being relisted so I can get some like changing the name or some kind of specs on it in the title and that kind of thing. Because I find that it's been working. I did say to myself at the beginning of the year, I think I'm going to go ahead and just keep every day doing this to where I can stop it from going and getting relisted, to where I can go ahead and do what I have to do with it and give it some fresh polish or whatever you want to call it.
That's right. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I did that yesterday. It was very quick and easy. That's what I like about it. Yeah,
it don't take just a few minutes.
Nope.
Let me see here.
Because that way, even if you go to end it, at least the ending, it'll stop it from being relisted.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it helps the eBay algorithm too.
Right. And I just started doing that because I want to say it might have been Greg at Shark Picker, and it may have been a couple of the videos. I was like, I need to get to this. I need to do this. And so I told myself that once the new year started, I will do this every day. So, Trent, where are you located?
I am located in Southeast Texas. It's a little town called Kuntz, Texas. Everybody calls it Kunzi, and I've heard it called some other names. It's not so nice. And yeah, a little town called Kuntz, Texas.
Yes, indeed. Let me see. Let me get this one out the way. That one's done.
Well, my YouTube's not working.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Is your page or?
Yeah.
You can't see the chat?
No, I can't even get to it. I can't get off this one screen.
Fellow resellers like Paul, Callie, Lewis, Wolf Toys set video games in their auctions. Also, pawn shops is a great place to get video games too. That's true. Hello, and good morning to Southern Vintage. How are you doing this morning, D? I've been doing that every day for about 2 months. It really does help. Yeah, I wanted to get in touch. I wanted to get myself started in that. I already have a routine every day, and I figured I want to get that done now because within this first year, I had so much I was trying to learn, and I'm still learning every day. But for me, I wanted to try something different. So I said, let me try it myself. Again, it's just another step of something I have to do, but that's okay. I can do that into the normal routine. I try to get it done first thing in the morning, but today I had something different planned as far as getting those listings done for 38 of them that I want to get done. That's all been completed. And then I'll have all my orders pulled and packed. And then now I have the winnings from yesterday. So I figured I'll go ahead and get it started every day and then keep that into another routine in the morning. So I think it should be okay. Tata, the Junkin' Data girl. Hello, and good morning. Let's see. Paul says check auction zip for local auctions or auctions that will ship. Right.
Okay.
It's called Auction Zip, and you can find out your local auctions in your area, and as long as they ship. Wendy says when you do variations, okay. When you do variations, does it count as one listing or 20 or 30 items in the listing variation?
Just one.
Yeah. Now, it's my list as one listing, but if you have, say, 25 items, then when you go to look at your total of your main page of your eBay store, it'll have in parentheses how many items you have per piece. So if you had 25 items, that 25 items will be added into that number.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's try it this way. I just exited out of the YouTube and we're going to open it up, try it again.
That usually helps, yeah. Yeah, every day I've been starting to do that. And that's just something I added into my daily routine, and I'm making sure I do it every day. Because like today I had 37 ending. It would be ending today, so I went ahead and ended it. So I'm going to go ahead and that's all I have to do is now is go and update it. Again, I've been changing words around in the title and changing something within the specifications or something, adding something or whatever. And I've also been dropping the price, especially if I've had it on there for so long. I've been dropping the prices by a percentage depending on how long they've been on my eBay store when I do that. So it kind of brings the price down as well. It came back and worked for you?
Yeah, I finally got it, I think.
Sometimes you just have to close it and open it back up. And then for me, I have my list ready. I also got to place my order. I like to use my coupon within the first week of the month. Yeah. And so this week I've been right now going through what I have, inventorying what I have to for shipping supplies. And so I got my list together. I'll have to do that today as well. No later than tomorrow. It's not that I'm out. It's just I don't like to run out. So if I have like one bag left or one pack left or one set left or something, I'll order them then. Hello, good morning and welcome, Mr. Swamp Picker himself, Glenn from Louisiana.
Good morning, buddy. Good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like last month. I got in there and got to realizing, oh man, I'm almost out of all of my poly mailers except for my large ones. So I had to buy the 6x9, the 7x9s, I bought some 9x11s, and I spent $200 just on poly mailers.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, but I love it. I love them poly mailers. They're so easy.
But what I like to use the eBay coupon store, the coupon in my store, because then you got, like, for me, I get $50. But for me, it helps me because there's certain things that I use. Like, I do use some album mailers. I use certain boxes. I sell a lot of albums. Speaking of albums, I have to say something about this one. I mailed out Friday. Somebody bought The Judge, River of Time. It was still brand new, sealed, and it sold Friday. And it went out because it was New Year's. It didn't go out till Saturday morning. So yes, I get a message. It's like, oh my God, I saw the title of what the message was from for eBay. I said, I don't really want to open this. It's like, oh my God, what's going to happen now? So I open it. And you know how when you dread opening a thing and it's a return or some question about why they haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
So when I looked at it, the message read that he got his package. It was well presented, well packaged, and I was an A1 seller. I said, wait a minute, I just put that in the mail Saturday. And he already got it yesterday. That was like Saturday to Monday. And I was like, that fast from here to Kentucky. Well,
wow,
I think they're finally getting their crap back together in the USPS site there. I always get 400 of the DVD bubblers, mailers, or sizes. Yeah. I did the same thing. I did the different sizes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. When he sent me the message, it's like, wait a minute. What's wrong now? You know?
Yeah.
Just never know what the messages are going to be these days.
Yeah, you're like, man, I just mailed it. So give me some time to get to you.
And when I saw the title, I was like, I know when I mailed out certain things. And this was just this past weekend on Saturday. So yeah, I was like, okay, here we are Monday. You're sending me an email already.
Yeah.
It was nice to get that email though. That message. Yeah.
I always like whenever I get the email saying, hey man, I got the package. I really appreciate it. It was packaged well. I like those messages. But the ones like, hey, where's my package? Like I was telling you earlier.
Tell everybody about that one.
I had a lady send me a message, and then she sent me like 14 more messages cussing me out, telling me how worthless I was and all this kind of stuff. And she said, I want to know where my item's at. And after all these dirty messages that I got, I sent her a message back and said, as soon as you pay, I will ship it. So she still hasn't paid for the item. It's been like a month and a half. And what had happened was she had made me an offer, and I accepted the offer on a pair of winter snow boots. And so whenever she made the offer and I accepted it, I'm still waiting for payment. And as soon as I receive the payment, I will ship the product. And that's just how I am. I wish eBay had something set up to where as soon as you accepted the offer, they automatically paid.
I have it set up that way in my my eBay store. If there's an offer sent, I have it automatically set in mine the way they have to pay it.
Yeah, they have to.
That doesn't mean they're gonna pay it.
That's what I'm saying. I wish there was some way for like eBay to just have their credit card number on file.
Right.
That way, whenever they said, yeah, I'll give you this much money.
Right.
And you said, okay, it automatically paid.
Correct. I know for mine, I have that happen about twice already. But what I do is I give it up to, you can't do anything before the first 7 days are up anyway. And then you can close the case as unpaid. And that's what I did, because of the fact that when you do that and somebody says, okay, I'll take the offer, or they send you an offer and you say, yeah, whatever, and they don't pay within those days, I will automatically go to the case and open the case file and put that I'm closing this case because of non-payment. And then it closes the case where you don't have to worry about anything, and it comes right back into relisting in your account. But they get a ding on their account because they didn't pay it.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I do.
Yesterday, I contacted eBay, or I had them call me, which took 355 minutes for them to return the call. Yeah.
Wow. They busy.
I forgot I even called them.
Right.
I forgot I contacted them. And the guy told me, he said, let me look into it for you, make sure that, what you're saying is accurate. I said, okay, good, go for it. And he looked into it. And he's like, oh yeah. He said, I see where she still hasn't paid for your item. And he said, you done right. He said, don't ship it until she pays. I said, I'm not. I said, I'm in this for, it's my business. I mean, it's how I make my living. And this is my full-time job. So if there's no pay, then there's no play. So
thank you, Jennifer. I did forget about that. That's right. Because it's an offer, they don't have to pay right away.
right. That's right.
Yeah,
they don't have to.
And so yeah, I'll wait 7 days. If that happens and they don't pay, I open a case. I'll put the case that has been non-paid. And the only thing is, when you do that, you give it so many days to do the pay, and you got to wait another 7 days before they clear it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes through faster. So I've done that twice already. So,
yeah, I like the ones where you make an offer, and as soon as they see that you accepted it, they're like, okay, let's go ahead and get it, and then they go ahead and pay for it.
Well, like Saturday, I had an order come in. It was an offer. Now, mind you, I was already in bed sleeping, so I didn't hear it until the next morning when I woke up. So I looked at my phone, and then I came in the eBay room and I went, okay, what's going on with this one? And what it was is they made an offer, but because I didn't get to it right away, they still went ahead and paid for the original price.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I want to say hello, good morning, and welcome to Million Goddess Treasures. Hello, hello. And also Fishing and Picking. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
It took 185 minutes for eBay to call me back yesterday, but it was an American worker for working from home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't think this guy, he might have been American, but his name was Sebastian, and he sounded like he was Indian or something. He didn't sound American, but a really, really nice guy. I mean, he was super helpful. So
I like it when you get a rub that's really nice, you know. Some of these, I wonder why they work in there, because it's not like they don't know what they're doing, and they just get frustrated when you call or ask for something. Good morning, James. Hello, hello, and welcome. Good to see you.
What's going on, James?
Well, hope the wife is doing well.
Yeah, long time no see, buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Let's see here. Yeah, it took 355 minutes for eBay to contact me. And I contacted them yesterday morning while I was at the doctor's office with my daughter. And I told them, I wanted to get a call back. And whenever they finally called back, it was last night. And I was out here working on the building. And I was like, hello. And this is Sebastian from eBay. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I didn't want you to contact me.
I forgot I called you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But
have you ever tried doing the eBay for business on Facebook?
Never heard of it.
Mm-hmm. That's what you gotta do is go to Facebook and look up eBay for business, and you can also now that may take 48 hours up to for somebody to contact you back through the Facebook eBay for business.
Okay.
But I've never had it take 48 hours. Usually within the first 12 hours, somebody's contacting me back about an issue that I want. Because a lot of times no one's in the office, so you can use that well instead of waiting on a phone call. And it depends on how urgent it is that you need to get something taken care of too.
Okay. Yeah. If I've just
it's a good thing for you to get to.
If I've just got a quick question, I'll go through their automated system, and then whenever I can't get the answer I'm looking for, then I will sit there. I will say, hey, I need to talk to an assistant, and wait for somebody to come on the other end of the. And it's pretty quick that way.
Like Deb says, she says, usually I use the eBay for business on Facebook, but it was fairly painless. Because then you don't have to sit there and wait, and they will answer you back. And again, depending on how fast you can get to it and reply back, it does take a little while back and forth. But again, it's easier for me. I like it when I just don't want to sit on the phone and wait. Yeah. And I just go about my business until I get the response back. And it's a good thing to do on Facebook sometimes, where you might not need an answer immediately. So yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Punisher, before you leave, buddy, if you haven't already left, I will contact you Saturday and see about getting together with you on your live stream. I was planning on doing it last Saturday, and then I ended up leaving town, and I wasn't available, but I will hook up with you as soon as I can. Okay.
Hello, and good morning to Simply Dana. Hello.
Good morning. It's good to have you this morning.
Yes. So yeah, you might want to check it out and subscribe. And that's all you got to do is go in there, and I think you have to just like the page if you put it in the search bar. That you'll have it, and then you just go to it and make comments. And there's other things you can go in there too and look and see what people have posted. And you get to learn a little bit more in there as far as if you have other questions. It could be the actual page.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. What is selling well right now on eBay?
It's a little bit all over the page for me. I've been selling a lot of vinyl albums. I had one car part that I bought on clearance at Walmart. It was one of these 2010 to 2014 or 2007 to 2014. It was some kind of radio clips for a radio for a car.
Yeah.
And then I've been basically selling more. I would have to say the albums is the biggest thing I've been selling lately.
Okay.
Yeah, vinyl albums and toys like Hot Wheel cars. I've been selling a lot of, and also the action figurines.
Okay.
And it's in spurts. Every time I turn around, it's something different. But
yeah, that's the way mine's been. Mine's been all over the place. It's been nothing consistent. And I want to find something that sells a lot of, and something that I can make a decent amount of money on. Like something that I'd found here a while back was what are they called? I didn't have very many of them. I can't remember what they were. What was that? Anyway, I'd bought I think it was 15 of them, and I'd listed them for $20 a piece. And you can go to Walmart and buy them for like $15 a piece, but I'd listed them for 20, and they sold like crazy. I sold out of them quick, but I can't remember what it was.
And also, if anybody would like to come on the panel with us, a link is in the blue box up above in the chat. You're more than welcome. That is the link to come into StreamYard and come in and promote your channel, promote something you'll be doing for the week, platform that you sell on, whatever you like. The link is up there. You're more than welcome to come in and join us. Trent.
Yes.
You want replenish items?
Yes, that's what I want. I want some replenishables. Something that I can sell fast, something that will make me a decent amount of money, something that I can keep buying. And that way I don't have to hunt for inventory so much. I don't get me wrong. I love going to yard sales, and I will always go to yard sales, but I want something else too. I want the cake, and I want to eat it.
Paul or someone in the chat, if you can drop your link for the auction you're having with Gary, this is one you have to be at, Trent.
Okay.
You ever watched Wolf Toys auctions on Paul's channel or anyone else's channel he's been on?
I don't think so. No.
He got some stuff.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good deal.
What's surprising is exciting items that are not selling so far this year. Yeah. But yeah, Paul's going to be going to auction with his name is Jerry, but his channel name is Wolf Toy 13, and I want to say it's January the 16th on Paul's channel. He's trying to get rid of a lot of his inventory because he's got more inventory coming in, and this will be his last auction. And so he's going to be giving away. Selling, basically giving it away, because he's doing a lot of his stuff at $1 starting bid. So,
okay.
You want to make sure you're there to get some items, and that's another way of avenue for you to get things. Is a lot of different auctions they have.
Okay, January 16th.
Yep.
What's the channel name?
It's on Paul's channel.
Paul's channel.
If you go to Paul's channel, you'll see the thumbnail already there.
Okay, what's his channel?
Paul, the same as you see right here. Look, Paul Antonelli.
Antonelli.
On the screen, yeah.
Okay.
When you put in Paul in the ANT, his name should be the first one that comes up in this.
Okay.
DVDs, video games, health and beauty aids are a good item.
I have got a ton of mascara, lipsticks, eyeshadows, and stuff like that. And the problem with that kind of stuff, the makeup, is you sit on it for a while and you don't really make a whole lot of money with it. Like, I'm used to making, like, I'll go in here and the receivers and the video games and stuff like that, I can make $8 to $10 on the games. And with the lipsticks and stuff like that, I'm having to list them at $5 to $6 a piece because there's so much competition and everybody else is selling lipsticks and stuff. And that's, don't get me wrong, I like Wholesale Ninjas, where I bought all the stuff from. I like the fact that you don't have to pull the labels, the stickers off of all of them.
Right.
And you can get, they send you pretty decent stuff. But the problem is everybody and their dogs buy from Wholesale Ninjas, and they all get pretty much the same stuff. So you've got 75 people selling
the market.
Yeah. So
Jennifer says there's the link. Actually, Jennifer put it in there, and then Paul put it in. If you can catch it at either one of them in the chat, that is called the auction that him and Jerry are doing for the last auction for Jerry. That Jerry's doing from his stuff. You definitely want to check that out and save the reminder for it, because that's another one you'll be able to find a lot of stuff if you're interested in getting stuff to list.
Okay. Yeah, I am. I desperately need some stuff to list because I don't have anything else to list.
If you go onto YouTube at the top, there's going to be a side that says auctions on a little tab at the top.
Okay.
You can always check out whose channels are there, and always ask if you know that person or not, because some people have issues with other people, which is fine, but I haven't had issues with too many of them. But again, you have to get your feet wet. You might want to check into some of those. And I'm just mentioning a few here because Paul and Jerry have a lot of toys that I've purchased from them, and they're already listed and selling. So definitely you get good deals there. So just be careful, because some people might sell just jewelry. Some people might just sell different. They have their niche that they're in. So you may want to check and see what they're selling and what you want to get into.
Okay. Paul just got a new subscriber.
Now he does his auctions every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. It's called the Swap Meet.
Okay.
And every Friday with Polly. It's a Polly and Dolly auction on Friday.
Yeah, Dolly and Polly Friday.
Yeah, that's every Friday, 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And then every Wednesday at 6 o'clock as well.
Okay. I'm gonna set a reminder right now.
Thank you, Paul. I'm still waiting for that check. But yeah, they do. I've got a lot from him to where even with Jerry, you just got to be there to make sure you catch whatever it is at auction at the time. Granted, there's going to be somebody else who's going to want it, so you're going to have to make sure when I go to an auction, I set my budget of what I want to spend on certain things. And I'm always right there searching and sourcing it. And I'm looking at the comps to see what they're selling for. If there's meat on the bone, I'm going to get it. I know where my cap is. That's one thing you got to definitely do, is make sure you set your limit on certain things depending on what you want to spend on. And again, you have to check out the comps before because sometimes it's easy to do. Sometimes it's not that easy. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you a question about auctions. Whenever you go to an auction and say I bid on something and win it, how do I pay? Do I?
Whoever's doing the auction, usually, they will give you an information like, please send me your information. And there's usually I know when I do the auctions on my channel, we usually put their link in the chat where it's going to be. They want you have to register, so to say. Some of them don't require you to register, just that you have to if you bid or if you win a bid. Once you register with that person, usually you don't have to register again. And usually it's your PayPal information if you want to get. For me, I offer PayPal and I offer Square. Yeah. I have to get my Venmo updated because I had it when I was in New Orleans. I just got to change it to all my accounts here, which will be my third avenue to pay if somebody, because some people might not want to use PayPal. So I offer different other methods to pay. And basically you just send them an invoice. So you would have to wait. Some people say wait for your invoice because they do combined shipping. That way you don't have to pay shipping on every piece.
Yeah.
Usually we put everything in one box, depending on what the best best price we can get you on the shipping. Because what I do is when I'm doing an auction, I charge you what they charge me.
Yeah.
So I try to do combined shipping for everyone, especially if they buy multiple lots. And usually that's all you have to do is send them your information so they can send you an invoice. And then you just pay the invoice when you get it. Some
Okay.
places ask that you do it with some people that do the auctions ask that you do it within 24 to 48 hours. Some
Yeah.
others, for example, that I do, they'll bill you once a week. Then they ask you to have it paid by the next auction, which usually give you within 6 to 7 days. So it all depends on who you do the auction with. Each one does it a little different. So you just got to make sure you check the rules and regulations. It's usually in the description bar too of their video.
Yeah.
Here is my secret of finding replenishables. Spend a full day in Walmart, Lowe's, and Home Depot scanning items to find good RIOs. I found one item that in March of 2018, and it has sold for 185K cents. Wow.
That's awesome.
That
that's
is
awesome. And
one item in March.
okay, so
Wow.
whenever you go into Walmart and you're looking for your return on investment, and you're going through and you're scanning each product or whatever, you find one that's got good where you can buy it from Walmart. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Or
like when you go into the stores like Walmart or Lowe's, any of those retail stores, it's called retail arbitrage.
Yeah.
Usually I go and scan things that are on clearance.
Yeah.
Usually you can find things that as long as you're sourcing it to see what the comps are on them, as long as you have a good leeway of profit,
Yeah.
that's what they're talking about. And
Okay.
of course, Lone Star Picker, hello, and good morning. And speaking of Wolf Toy, there's Gary.
Good morning.
There's Paul. Good morning, Virginia. Hello, and welcome.
How are you?
Great, and you? Blessed here.
Good. Cold here.
I woke up this morning at 21, and that was at 1 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, it was 47 here.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly. I've got a heater underneath my feet.
Well, it got to 30 degrees this morning today.
Nice. I could use a heater myself.
Yeah.
I have the fan on my floor right here with me. Lord Jesus, it gets hot in here.
Wow.
Okay.
So how's everybody?
Oh, we're
I'm
doing
blessed.
good. Yeah,
Even
doing
busy.
good.
I thought you were from Paris when I first started listening to you, Trent. I couldn't get the accent right.
That's okay. That's all right.
I mean Paris, France, not Paris, Texas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was fixing to ask you which Paris you were talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of places to source. Auction Zip. Once you register with Auction Zip, you'll get emails. I get them every other day, and lately they've been sending me more and more outside my area because I'll have like Orlando and 50-mile radius, but lately I'm getting stuff for Kentucky, and because after a while they see what you're looking for,
Right.
and they match up those auctions with it.
Right.
Okay.
But it's cool. I mean, even Jerry does it. He's been buying some comics and stuff for people as long as they ship. That's a big thing. You got to make sure that they'll ship.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. When you're searching for those, be able. And I say this because I'm very cautious when I start finding a new channel that's auctioning off something, or they do a regular auction. I kind of listen and watch the chat and see if there's problems in the chat, like maybe somebody saying, "Well, I haven't got my invoice," or "I haven't got my package," or whatever. Because a lot of times I don't like bringing that kind of stuff to the chat. But if you don't get responses from somebody, that tends to happen where you get people to get frustrated, and so they'll take it out in the chat because they have reached out to that person. So
right, yeah. Well, these
I
are
look for that kind of thing in the chat.
These are licensed auctioneers.
Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Only licensed auctioneers.
Right.
Yeah.
What's that other one? What's that other one y'all do?
Auction Zip.
Yeah.
Yep. Like I bought something yesterday, and it didn't sell for what he wanted, so I made him an offer, and he says, "Yeah, you got it." So hopefully he'll ship it to me fine. Hey, Anthony Pittsburgh.
Anthony Pittsburgh, how you doing, Anthony? Hello, and welcome. But yeah, I'm trying to remember that auction place y'all were talking about that you have to be an auctioneer. Was it Paulie? What website is
HiBid.
HiBid.
HiBid is another great place to source as long as they will ship.
Right.
When you look at HiBid, on the right-hand side, it says the terms and conditions, and then it says we ship or shipping available.
Right.
Okay.
So those are everywhere. Those are licensed auctioneers. You have to be a licensed auctioneer to ship on there. Like Dolly has 2 storage units full of stuff. And Second Cent, who's a licensed auctioneer, he went through the storage units and picked out a lot of stuff. And I even bought stuff from him, and he shipped it well. He shipped it really nice.
Okay. Right.
My local auctioneer, he does some stuff, and I've sold some stuff through there through him. And he ships also.
So
he gets people from everywhere.
Whenever you buy stuff on an auction, I mean, whenever you go to an auction, is it all just random stuff, or do they have auctions that are like more specific stuff?
I went to one last weekend, and the only reason I went is because I spotted a lot of 60s toys.
Okay.
The problem is when you do a box lot, like I talk about this a lot, I have a video of the stuff that I got at that last auction, and I went through each piece. Like there was a water pump, an automotive water pump in one of the boxes, and a couple of games that were just, the packaging was totaled, but the game was complete. So I'm just going to part it out.
Yeah.
But like I'll get stuff I bid on for what I can see, but then on the bottom is stuff that you don't know. Could be a home run, or it could be like I've got some glass. You know, I tell Johnny all the time, a Waterford Crystal 6-7 inch plate is like 2 pounds.
Yeah.
And it would be ridiculous to ship it.
Right.
But if I had a booth or something like Johnny does, then great. You just put it in your booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Jennifer put the link in for Mr. Buys a Lot. He's been doing auctions 3 times a week. He has 2 large warehouses that he's trying to do a lot of sales and downsize, because he's in the process of his goal is to move. And so he's been doing auctions every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 1 o'clock, or I think he changed it this week. That's another place you might want to check out, because he does have a lot of good items that he's selling in bulk.
Okay.
Yeah. You just have to be knowledgeable about what you're buying.
Correct.
Yeah. Right.
Like I do buy from Mr. Buys a Lot, but he gets so many people in that
sometimes the prices do go up high.
Yeah, really too high. And it makes you wonder, like, what the hell are they seeing that I'm not seeing?
Exactly.
See, I looked into buying Amazon bots, and that everything that I read and I had listened to all said the same thing. You know, if you buy, say you spend $500 on a pallet of stuff that you get, you might get a third of it that you can resell, because either it's broke or damaged, it's returned, or, I mean, some of the stuff it's just not worth it. I mean, I don't know, because I hadn't bought one, and I haven't either. And it's just, and I know a lady that has been buying them, and she's making pretty decent money with it. But she has garage sales all the time, and you go to her yard sales and she's selling broken items and stuff that's just, it's not worth reselling.
Right. And when you buy a pallet, a lot of people will tell you, you have to make sure that you get a manifest.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that they manifest the pallet. A lot of these people won't, and a lot of people just won't buy from them because of that.
Yeah.
Like I was just on, while you guys were talking, I was on looking around, and I got an email for Target liquidation pallet, and all the stuff they said was brand new, all manifested, and they're $700 for a pallet.
Oh, wow.
That's not bad though. I mean,
but I don't. What's the politically correct way to say this? I have my, hi Jerry, I have my comfort zones, my niches.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sell pots and pans, women's clothes.
Yeah.
Because they could be shelf pulls, you know, and shoes. I sold sneakers once.
Yeah.
But that's all the stuff that's in the pallet. If I told them I want a pallet just of toys, you know, and not kids' toys like Play School or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Or what do you call those things the babies suck on? Those things. Yeah, pacifiers. I don't sell that stuff. I don't have a market for that stuff.
I want to go ahead and welcome Two Hip Chicks. Also, don't forget at 12 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Dawn and Mary do come on their live, so don't forget to check it out and make sure you hit the reminders and check out their channel. Also, Flippin' Hope comes on at 12 o'clock if you're wanting to get a Bible study in. Miss Kelly at Hip Flippin' Mama and Anthony at Pittsburgh, they do their morning every Tuesday, 12 o'clock, they do their Bible study. Also, they have Anthony does auctions as well. He started doing them again recently. So if you're into like cards, sports cards, they do those as well. I want to say hello and welcome to Pernini. Hello, Lynn. Good morning. Hello and welcome. She's got all these pretty little colored life morning things in it, so I better give her a shout out. And then, so yeah. By the way, Trent, this is Jerry. Jerry, this is Trent.
Oh yeah, we've met.
Okay.
I actually got on an auction with him one time, and I sold some stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you ever get your stuff?
I don't know. What'd you send me?
Some Hot Wheels red lines.
You see his room? You see his room?
Yeah, I see that. That's nice and organized.
Oh no, we're moving it out and we're starting to put things into lots.
Okay. Okay.
So we're gonna be doing a lot. And Paul, stop wearing my shirts. Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna go back and forth, man. I'm showing off the shirts.
Yeah, this is the new one from the new Godzilla store that I dropped a ton of money at.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. Here comes trouble.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Paul, another place to check, because you're talking about that you can't look through all the boxes. I go to one called Orlando Estate Auction.
Orlando Estate Auctions.
Yep, they hold a live auction every Saturday. And
Is that the stuff they get from estate sales?
What?
Is that all the stuff they get that's left over from the estate sales?
Yeah, from everywhere. Yep.
Yeah.
Where are they located?
They're in, where is it?
Orlando?
Orlando.
Yeah, but Orlando Estate Auction. That might be one that I go to.
But
and
you
yeah, you have to go there.
You
have to go there the day before or very early to go through everything.
Yeah.
But they're not online, right?
They do online as well.
Okay.
Because I was there this past Saturday because they did a whole bunch of old comic books.
Okay, yeah, 2 boxes.
No, they had more than that. They had
2 boxes on the table with all these guns, all the BB guns all over the place.
Pink guns and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, or I went to that one. The comic books were crap. They were old, but they were 25-cent books.
No,
they had some in the case.
Yeah.
And they had autographs, some of them. But I said, "Do you have a COA?" And they said, "No." Well, you know, how am I going to see that it's the right guy signing it?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody.
So we left. We stayed there for like 20 minutes, and then we were gone.
Oh,
Did you end up getting anything?
Yeah, I picked up a couple of things.
Yeah, I showed my son all the guns, and he said those were all BB guns. I'm not.
Yeah, they were all paint gun ones. They had a nice big frame piece for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, okay.
And I'm looking at it, and it says, you know, blah blah blah, you know, all this stuff that it's Disney's first movie and all that with a certificate, and I'm like, well, is it the actual drawings from the movie?
Right.
They couldn't answer that, so I'm like, well, I'm not going to bid on the thing if it's
right.
You know, if it's not the actual drawings.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that though sometimes you got to watch out when you go to some of these, whether it's in person or online.
a lot of times they have no clue as to what they are selling.
Right.
Yeah.
And, I mean, whereas I know a lot about movie stuff, so like they'll show like let me see, they'll show this and they'll say this is a movie poster, and I'm like, no, it's an 8x10.
Yeah.
You know?
Really?
And they'll
That's
say,
a big
no,
difference.
it's a movie poster, and I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and then they're charging a movie poster price for it. They'll be like, well, that's $250. I'm like, no, that's a $5 picture.
Right.
You know, but you'll get these people that'll think, oh, that's a movie poster, and they're going crazy on it. And like Paul does, we'll be like, what are you bidding on? Because we're not seeing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I
The
was
guy's got 10 more in the drawer over there because they're just Kodak reprints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing. They'll put up reprints and they'll say they're originals, you know, and you get screwed when you go and buy some of this stuff because they're not real. And you're like,
Yeah.
okay. Like I was just looking at an auction the other day and they had one for, it was supposed to be the poster for Revenge of the Jedi, which was before they changed it to Return of the Jedi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And the starting bid was $20. So I'm like, well, I said, I'll go. But when I looked at it, it was like 11x13 picture. And I'm like, oh, so it's a repro.
Yeah.
But they're saying, no, it's an original. And I'm like,
Right.
no, it's
I want to
not.
go back. I want to say some comments right here. Lynn says, right, Trent, Jerry, Paul, and Johnny are so very organized. The rooms are so set up neat. For me, I have to be because I cannot function if I'm not organized.
Right.
This is organized for me, though. I know where
That's what she said.
is.
You're organized. You had it all set up neat. And then
Organized chaos.
Fishing and Pickens says Paul and Jerry have been friends for 30 plus years, and they both moved from north to Florida. So, Jerry, the question should be: are you moving to Massachusetts or up north again?
No,
Jerry?
I ain't that stupid. I got away from the cold for a reason.
Well, Paul, y'all gonna have to be long distance friends again.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
okay. We're used to it.
Like I said, I live down here in Southeast Texas, and I'm freezing this morning. Ain't no way I'd move any farther north.
Yeah, but after you've been there for your whole life,
No, I moved down here in 2010.
from where?
North Texas.
Oh,
I have to say this for me. I lived born and raised in Louisiana for over 40, 50, 52 years because I just moved here over a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I will not go back and live down in the South. I love it up here. I still most of the days wear my shorts and tank tops.
yeah.
I love it. The weather's-
That's
even
what
though it's cold up here, it's not cold for me.
Yeah,
I
that's
love it.
whenever we went to Branson on vacation.
What, Paul?
Well, when we moved down here, it took over a year for my blood to thin out to get used to it, but I'm still not used to 100 degrees every friggin' day of the week, every week of the
One thing I
month.
do not miss in Louisiana is the humidity.
Yeah, 100%
I don't
humidity,
mind it.
100 degree days. Bad. You walk out of the house and start sweating.
Yeah.
No, I go out and I don't care. It's 105. I'm like, this is fine. When I go over to the Philippines, I don't have a problem with it. My wife and the family are all with their little clocks. They're like, it's so hot. And I'm like, what?
Hello and welcome back by Silver. Good morning. Hello and welcome.
Hey, Silver.
Move to North Carolina or Virginia is the best of the South to the North. I hear that.
That's true.
I love it up here.
When I was selling a lot of homes, people would come here from New York, New England, and then they'd move, what we call them halfbacks, because they would move to either Kentucky, Carolinas, Virginia, because they missed the seasons. And at least there you get all your seasons.
Yeah. That's like when we went to Branson this year.
I love I'm enjoying that too. The big difference.
The temperature was like, the day we got there was like 70 degrees. It was beautiful weather. And then whenever we got ready, Christmas morning, it was like, I want to say 15 degrees. And it was a different kind of climate, I guess, because I was outside in a t-shirt and a pair of jeans in 15-degree weather, and it wasn't really that cold.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was cold, but it wasn't
Right.
like a Southeast Texas cold.
I've never been to Branson.
The only time I wear jackets and sleeves and things like that is when the wind's blowing and it makes it feel colder.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm in my shorts and tank top.
Yeah. Yeah. If the wind's blowing, it makes all the difference.
That's the only thing the wife hates. For being down here, she misses the change of the colors on the leaves. That's it.
Yeah.
But other than that, she doesn't miss the snow. She doesn't miss the snow going past the first floor windows and shoveling it. And she's like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah.
She doesn't miss the food.
Oh yeah, the food, of course.
The food is probably like almost paramount.
The problem is just the water source. They don't treat it like they do up north.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's so much fluoride in our water here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know about the food part of it because Louisiana's got some dang good food. And Southeast Texas has got some dang good food.
Yeah, but coming here, I mean, from Boston, like, the food capital of the world almost.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is a big difference.
Yeah, it's just
for the seafood alone. I mean, you come down here and you're like, okay, I want a seafood platter. They give you a piece of fish, 10 tons of fries, and maybe a couple of scallops. Up north, no, you get fish, scallops, clams, shrimp. You get, and it's like this high up on your plate.
Well, the good thing about it up here too, which I haven't found a good place yet that really has. I'm so used to the Gulf type seafood, but I have to say one thing about it up here: if you don't want a full seafood platter, they do break it down into different types of platters that you can make for yourself. But I guarantee you, you're going to get more seafood than you do fries.
Right.
Yeah. Then they give you a little coleslaw. I love the coleslaw up here. A lot of times you get either coleslaw or a side salad with your meal, and it is amazing with the amount of food they put on the plate up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're looking for a good seafood place and you don't mind the ride, Johnny, go to a place called Woodman's.
Yeah.
It's in Essex.
Where?
Essex.
That's where Robert works at. What's the name of it?
Woodman's.
Okay.
Yeah, very famous.
You can get a couple of places in that area, and they got some good food up in that area.
You go there and you're going to get a seafood platter. You ain't going to finish it.
Okay.
I listened to believe it or not, a food radio show from Boston every, was it Saturday or Sunday? It's like another connection to home. But when they're on, it's on Facebook. They do Facebook Live.
Uh-huh.
I will. I'll send you a link when it's on.
Yeah, because I've been watching a couple other things around up here, and we did find a place up in what was it, Shirley? Air. Yeah. And that's where Robert works. And there was a couple of places that we've been there, and they got some good food. Even though it's a little cafe type diner, they got some good food. Wait, isn't Florida just an annex of the North once you cross the line? Get back in the South?
All to its own.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Now it's like an annex to the Caribbean.
Then the thing I do have to say about coleslaw, the coleslaw up here is 100% better, and I have to say this, it's better than Louisiana. It's just something, the way they make that coleslaw up here is, I love it. Liberal clubs and Fall River, oh my God, so good, seafood platters. Oh, now you tell us, after we've been talking all this time. I'm going to tell Robert.
Okay, so what about...
Every time Paul gets on,
club.
changes the food.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So what about crawfish? They have crawfish up there?
No
crawfish.
You can buy it in the grocery store or the meat market, but it's going to be frozen.
Yeah, right now we got to do the live crawfish.
Yeah.
They're just like baby lobsters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but much smaller. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had it. Sandy's had them.
There's the tail and suck the head, and you eat the meat. Yep.
Yeah. The only problem I have with crawfish is the reason people eat so much of it is because it takes so stinking long to shell it. Yeah. By the time you get done shelling it, you're starving to death.
Exactly.
They eat 3 or 4 pounds of it.
Well, that's why you eat a lobster. You get a pound and a half, and you go to town on that thing.
Well, I look at it this way. I'm not going to go to a restaurant and eat anything that I have to peel or fight to eat, but I will order a lobster dish, and I guarantee you they have some good dishes up here with lobsters.
Okay.
Yeah.
The macaroni and cheese casserole. They have the little. I call them po' boys in the South. They call them subs up here.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hooked on it for sure. Now, before I've never eaten. I didn't like lobster because it seemed like one place that I went to, it was too rubbery. I didn't like it, so I stopped eating. I didn't even never eat it before until up here now. Yeah, it's a totally different in the way they fix it.
Yeah.
We will,
Paul, Carla, Johnny, Carol, at the Liberal Club when Paul and his wife come back. That's right. Sounds like a good idea.
I was on one of the eBay groups yesterday on Facebook, and I thought it was you because the picture showed 4 cases. One was totally cut open of pumpkin spice moon pies.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said, I am definitely stocking seasonal food items from now on. These things are selling great.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still have not seen a pumpkin spice one.
Yeah.
I just gave away my last one last night.
I think banana was the only different other than vanilla or chocolate.
I have found out that the pumpkin spice, they stopped making it November the 15th. So once November 15th came out, whatever you find, that's going to be it for the season until next year. And so I found where I bought 2 cases. That's why in the month of November and December, I was doing multiple giveaways because there were a box of 12, not just a box of 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they also made them where it was a box of 8, but then with the triple decker, the double deckers.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I gave those away when I did the moon pie points this last month.
The double deckers are so much better. I like the original.
I don't like all that marshmallow. It's too.
You don't like all of? Oh no, I like the marshmallow.
Well,
I love
for
the
me,
marshmallow. Just that third cookie. I don't. I could do
right.
it.
It's just a little bit too much for me. But I don't mind the mayonnaise. Fish and Pickerz says same with the blue crab here. You need 2. Yeah, you do need a lot. Go back a beer. Yeah, right. They do the same thing in the South. And then what I like. Let's have
Clam boil. Yeah, I haven't had one of those in years and years and years.
I love clams.
Have some pumpkin spice.
I love clams.
Well, if you're gonna do the clam boil, you got to make sure you throw in the periwinkles.
Haven't had those in a long time either.
Never had it.
See, what we do is we have a big crawfish bowl. We'll all get together and we'll throw what you call, I don't know if y'all know what a Zumo sausage is.
No.
Never heard of it.
You ain't never heard of it either?
Mm.
Zumos?
No.
What?
In Louisiana, I use a lot of Cajun sausage, smoked sausage, andouille sausage, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we'll put corn on the cob. We'll put Zumos. We'll put all kinds of stuff. Whatever you can think of. We'll throw it all in one big pot and boil it all together.
That's one thing about the South. Even though they call it a poor man's boil, you can put everything from onions, sausage, potatoes, onions, garlic, the whole thing. Just throw it all in there.
Yeah, and it is so good.
What's in the sausage, Trent?
What's in the sausage?
Yeah.
Is it
only was hanging?
Yeah. How's it made?
I don't know. There's a Zumo factory down here, and I thought everybody in the southern half of the United States knew what Zumos were. It's like a.
Is it like an Italian sausage?
Have you ever heard of Beasley sausage?
No.
Never heard of Beasley's either.
Is it a type of sausage or a brand of sausage?
It's a brand of sausage. I
haven't heard that. No.
What it is it's like a hot link, but it is the best sausage you can get.
Is it like the hot sausage that you use for breakfast?
Yeah, kind of. It's just in the sausage link.
Now, Don, you know better than that. In this chat, you never know when somebody's gonna start talking about food, and it always makes everybody hungry.
Man, you talking about that? Like I say, that's the best sausage you can get your hands on. And y'all are making me want to ship y'all some Zumo sausages. They're good.
So are they like breakfast?
And cut it up and put it in with scrambled eggs. I don't know.
Yeah, you can do it. You can cook it any way you want to. What we do is we'll take the Zumo sausage that's a link about this long and about that big around.
Oh, so it's like Italian sausage.
Yeah, it's a big sausage, like a big bratwurst or something like that.
Does it
And,
have a skin casing, or is it just like a regular sausage?
yeah, it's got a skin casing on it.
It's more like an Italian sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
And what we do with it is we'll just put it in some barbecue sauce, and we'll slow cook them, and kind of like boil them in that barbecue sauce, and then we'll just take a piece of bread and put it on that piece of bread, and fantastic.
That's so right about fishing and picking. That is so true. They'll even take it, put it in a kitchen towel and tie it up in a knot just to keep it from going all over in the bowl.
Yeah.
Susanna says y'all have not had the best sausage. You all have not had the best sausage. It's Portuguese.
Portuguese sausage is pretty good. It is pretty good.
That's one thing I've always said when I was growing up. My grandmother always told me, never say you don't like something until you try it. And so I don't mind trying something for the first time. But if I don't like it, I'm not going to eat it again for sure.
Oh, there's definitely things that I'm not going to try, like the chocolate covered cockroaches and stuff like that. Yeah, you can forget that.
Covered chocolate, dark chocolate is a bacon.
I can't do it. Any kind of bug, I ain't doing it.
I like tripe, and it's hard to find here. But Sandy said after she found out what it was, she won't do it. She won't eat it.
What about calf fries? Y'all like calf fries?
Cat fries?
Not cat. Calf. Like cow? Yeah, calf fries.
I don't know what that is.
Bull testicles?
Oh.
No. What do they call those? Mountain
oysters. Mountain oysters.
Mountain oysters, yeah.
What about blood sausage? Now, I know in Louisiana, there's a place that I go to. They'll make the boudin, and they have what they call blood sausage. It's a boudin. They have it where you can do it in red or the regular sausage. So they do have those, the different sausages. But it doesn't matter to me because I'm going to cook it anyway. So.
That's right. The dirty rice, deep fried, the boudin ball. Yeah, bud.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
I came for the food.
Yeah, I've tried it and I like it. This is not something I can find much here, but yeah.
I don't think I've ever tried
it. Not blood sausage. Nope. That's just not right.
You gotta cook it anyway. You don't eat it raw.
It's still got the word blood in it. No. That's not right. It's just not right.
It's so good. It might not be right. It's so good.
Yeah, it's just like head cheese.
Yeah, hog head cheese.
Yeah.
Raunchy.
I love watching my grandfather, but when I was a kid, he would make it and show me how he makes it. And I couldn't wait for it to gel and be ready to eat on saltine crackers. Oh my God.
Wait, are we talking about head cheese or blood sausage?
No, hog head cheese.
Maybe I shouldn't have come for the food talk.
You showed up and it went south.
Yeah, where? Very south. I'm sorry.
When I worked in the nursing home, I worked in a regular nursing home and then I worked in an assisted living home. And both places thought it was grand to serve that to their residents. And let me tell you, we threw a lot of it away.
Yeah. You're so right, Jennifer. Look, Jennifer made a good point. Well, meat is usually bloody, has blood in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I usually cook the blood out of it, though.
Right.
I will cook it till it's burnt, because my father-in-law, bless his heart, something wrong with him. He'll take and cut his steak, and it'll just ooze the blood across the plate, and I'll be done eating. Because I can't do it. You got to cook it.
Fishing and Pickerz says, what about pig feet and someone else up here? Where was it?
No tongue either.
I'm sorry, but I just can't see myself eating chicken feet because I don't think there's nothing in there to eat. And no, that in the pig tongues and pig feet, all that, I don't eat all that.
So, after I seen all the stuff that they scratch through and they walk through, and then you want me to eat that? No.
One good thing, though, about all this weird food, my daughter wants to try all that stuff.
Really?
She does.
Well, let her try it. She might like it.
Again, you don't know you don't like it. Don't say you don't like it unless you've tried it.
But the one good thing about the kids though is they're willing to try anything just once. One of her favorite foods is frog legs.
Oh, I love frog
Yeah,
legs.
I do too. I like frog
Hello
legs.
and welcome and good morning, Miss Barbara.
Good morning, good morning. What is that thing that she likes that we always pick up for every once in a while, Tommy? Food wise, it's weird. I don't know. She likes to eat the marrow out of it. She's thinking too. It's too early in the morning for us to be thinking yet. But yeah, I mean, she's willing to try anything and everything, which I'm very happy about because not this girl.
That's how it was when I was younger. I always wanted to try it out because you never know what it may taste like unless you try it.
Well, do you guys know what Hut is?
No.
Mongolian Grill?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
So, all right. So it's this place where, you got, you pick your own food, you put it in a bowl, then they cook it on this big round
hibachi grill.
Top thing.
Yeah, hibachi grill.
Yes. Okay. That's what I thought it was called, but I didn't want to say it and it'd be way wrong. And one of our daughter's favorite things to do is to get the mussels or the clams, and then she puts garlic sauce on it, and then she takes it up there, and they always trip out on her because she's the only child that goes up there and does that.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
And it's like, and then, she's got to put her amount in, and that's cool. But I think, but she likes it. That's what she does. And then our son, he likes tofu.
Mine like chicken nuggets.
Oh yeah, they like chicken nuggets too. But when we go out, because we don't usually go to, just a regular restaurant.
Right.
Always buffets. Always buffets.
Well, yeah, that's when you get your money's worth.
Yeah, especially when you have children that are growing and can eat the whole place.
Right.
Yeah.
I usually go to the buffets when I'm with friends and everybody wants something different. So you take them to the buffet so that way everybody gets what they want.
Yeah, that's right.
When I was down in Florida a couple years ago, my auntie had taken me to this little like mini strip mall thing, and down in West Palm, it was between West Palm and Jupiter, I think it was, and it was a Chinese place. And let me tell you, we have big buffets up here in Wisconsin. This place was huge, and they had tons of different sushi. They had tons of different fish. They had one table of nothing but crab legs, and it was actually a pretty decent price. Perlini says no buffets.
Yeah.
There are weakness here.
If you like smelly food, try chitlins.
Yeah,
hello, Bobby, the captain guy, eBay reseller, not the captain, just captain. If you haven't checked out his channels, he does several lives in the evening or late in the evening. Definitely check out his channel. He's got an intro that is so funny that you definitely need to check him out. So there's don't forget to put your link in the chat, Bobby. Between him and usually Angie's reseller are together on a couple of lives.
I'm pulling him up.
Why did it, Trent? Whatever you put in the channel, for some reason it's not showing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can see it. It's saying show, but every time you go to click on,
It says it's an arrow. Might want to try it again.
Oh, it's because on one of my YouTube channels.
Oh, I see why.
On the other one, I'm not.
Oh, there you go. You're not monetized. You got it now.
Okay, let's try
I just
it again.
realized that you would take through any other channel. That's why. Usually I catch it, but I didn't see it until just now. That's why. You can do it again.
Yeah. There it is. Okay.
Yes, because you didn't have a wrench. There you go.
Yeah. Jennifer got it for me. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, because she did it earlier. Yeah. Thank you, Jennifer. But now you can put something in the chat with links now if you need to.
Okay. Yeah, that link I just put in, that's for my encouraging positivity channel. If you're down and out and you just need to pick me up.
You leaving, Paul? You have to
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, I gotta go. Remember the other day when I left you? I was power washing
Uh-huh.
because I just got it fixed.
Uh-huh.
Something popped and broke, so I have to go
Oh
take it
no.
back. Yeah,
Oh man.
so I have to go take it back and have it fixed again.
Oh wow.
So,
Uh-oh. They didn't
Well,
do
have a
it
good
right the
day, and
first time?
don't forget to put your link in the chat again for your auction tomorrow.
Yeah.
thank you,
Good.
and I hope everybody has a good day today.
You too.
Yeah.
Have a
Good
good
luck.
day,
I hope you
Paul.
get it
Hi,
fixed.
Paul.
Thank you.
Now there's 4.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah,
But-
now you can put anything in the chat. It just you wouldn't. I didn't see you type in the chat, and that's why.
Yeah. And
You're there
usually it says the Thrifty Pickerz, not Trent Hale. But
Right.
that's
I
my
try
other
to keep
channel.
up on that when I see somebody coming in the chat that's been in it before, and give them back a wrench, because I like to make sure everybody can put their links in the chat, even though Jennifer does it. She's so quick at it, but yeah.
Yeah, she's fast. I don't know
Yeah.
how she does it so fast. I can't even find my own channel that fast.
Hello, and good morning to
And she's doing it
Misha.
on the phone.
I don't know, but she's good at it. However she's doing it, she's good at it. Hello, Misha, Renee, hello, and welcome. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. We're talking about food this morning.
You just never know how the conversation will turn.
Yeah, that's right.
So I came for the food.
Oh, okay. Jerry, tell everybody a little bit about what you have going on and what's going to happen on the 16th of your auction. And if you want to talk about what you got putting together, let everybody know, because some people may not know.
On the
While you do
16th,
that, I'll be
will
right
be
back.
my final auction on YouTube. We will be selling a lot of stuff, as you can see.
Okay.
This is nothing. The garage is a
Hold on,
quarter
Rick, read
filled.
before I-
I still got to make another trip to the storage unit.
That way they can see it.
Wow. Okay.
No, usually there's not a path. So I've moved out some stuff. But we're going to be moving out a lot of this stuff that is just here because we're trying to make more room because, first of all, we did a big buying spree in Japan online, which was a very bad thing to do because we spent almost $3,000 on stuff.
Wow. Wow.
So all that stuff is sitting in the garage right now looking for a home. So
Yeah.
we got to make room. And we're going to be selling everything from toys to books to DVDs. I mean, stuff like this, like Hot Wheels and promotional shirts. This is a special one that was from Pepsi to promote Thor.
It was
Then we
Thor.
got movie promos and pops, all exclusive ones.
Okay.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, this is a journal that if you want to write stuff down. And then, of course, comic books. And we're going to be doing a lot of that stuff, cards, whatever. Whatever we got, it's got to go.
Yeah.
We have too much of it. And some stuff is going to start at $1.
Wow. Okay.
Spend over $50 for here in the States, it will be free shipping. So it doesn't have to be on that one item. If your total bill comes out to over $50, then it's free shipping. And we're going to do 3 mystery boxes. They're 14 by 12, something like that in size. They're going to be $40 for the mystery box. And one of them is going to have a CGC comic, which retails for anywhere between $30 to $50. So that alone in your box gives you back your money and then some. And then all the other stuff is all, if you want to keep it, sell it, whatever, it's all good because I've always said it for years. Once you buy it from me, whatever you do with it, I don't care. You break it, you throw it away, whatever. It don't matter. You bought it. I don't care. It's yours. But we're going to be doing a lot of that stuff. And what we want to do is all this will be gone. It'll all be sold. No
Yeah.
matter what. We don't care. It's going to go out and that's it. So it's going to be on January the 16th, which is a Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And we are going to just run with it until stuff is gone. We're going to have movie posters and all kind of specialty things. Where is it? Oh, don't do that. See, we'll do this. We'll show this one. Like we have a Dukes of Hazzard kit. We're going to have signed books. We're going to have exclusives. So records doesn't just show up because you don't know, and I don't know when the stuff is going to go. It's just, in what order that is. Like I may do comics, then jump to shirts, then jump to jewelry, to jump back to shirts. It's going to be a mixture. So you got to stay because you don't know what's going to come up. And Trent, you say you're looking for stuff for resale?
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot of it.
All right.
We're going to have puzzles, DVDs, VHS, laser discs, records, 45s, albums. We even got like this. I mean, like this would look good in Johnny's booth. See?
Oh yeah.
You have your own Batman utility belt.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But and then then we got like these are exclusive to Disney.
Yeah.
But it's not just Nightmare. Let me see what else we got. We got Pinocchio, and let's see what's this one up. See, Thor and Hulk.
Yeah.
All right, for this question, Jerry, I've been trying to answer it, but I really don't know the true answer of this, but I think I do, and I think I told Trent about this when we talked about it yesterday. Anyway, their question is, why is this your last auction, Jerry?
Because the majority of my stuff that I'm getting down to is all high price. When I say high price, we're talking like $60 and up. And that's the lowest I could probably stop my stuff at.
Yeah.
So I can't turn around and say, let me see, like this. This is the Japanese DVD for Jaws with all the exclusives. The lowest I can go on this would maybe be 50. But that doesn't leave a lot of meat on the bone for anybody else to make money off of.
Right.
So it's not worthwhile for me to be here to say, let me put this up. It's just like me just showing off what I have, and I don't want to do that.
Now, Jerry, the next question I'm going to ask is some people may not know you that well, or like, for example, Trent, this is the first time he actually knows a little bit about you, but let everybody know, how are you getting this kind of stuff as far as when you have all this?
I have been doing this since I was basically 5 years old. I started out with non-sport cards. You can make me small, Johnny.
Okay.
I started out doing non-sport cards, and I found that if I bought the box, I can make a couple of sets, sell off the other sets, that pays for my box and makes my set free.
Right.
So I would do that. But then, of course, you always ended up with a pile of extras, which would be like maybe like about this much of cards. But when you start buying boxes upon boxes upon boxes, you don't have just this anymore. You have get boxes like this filled with cards. So you got to get rid of them before you know it. I mean, at one point, I used to have the 5,000 count monster boxes. I had 37 of them filled with all my extras on cards. But as the times change, and you have to sit there and say, either I'm going to change with the times on what's selling, or I'm just going to quit. So I was like, no, I like doing the shows and everything. So,
but you do a lot of the comic type shows, don't you?
Yeah. So then I switched over to doing comic books magazines, toys. And as that changed, then I found that when I did the movie posters, I can get a movie poster, like right now for the new Wonder Woman movie poster. Any one of the 4 of them that are out there, I can get $75 a piece for without batting an eyelash. I can put it up, say, buy it now, $75, it's sold. So for me to say, well, okay, let me try to move these cards and get $5. No, I'd rather concentrate on where I can make the most money.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where we put in the last 20 years, we put our efforts into my wife's only been with me for 16, but before that, I was doing the posters. That's how I've got to buy my last 3 houses, is by the movie posters.
Let everybody know what kind of shows is this you're talking about that you do on a regular basis.
I do all the big conventions, MegaCon, Boston Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. I've traveled all over. I've even done a couple of shows in England.
Wow.
That's how nuts I am.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to say, I want to tell you too before I forget. I got my package in Saturday from you, that last time a lot that I bought from you, and I also got the box from Dawn. I think I got all the orders that I got from you already came in. The last one came in Saturday, so thank y'all. And Des, tell Tommy that I got my order package from him as well.
And but like I said, it's just that, as you can see, I mean, at one point I had over 14,000 DVDs.
Wow.
I mean, and that was when I stopped counting.
Right.
Yeah.
I still had more. It's just that because I was doing that at the conventions for a while.
Right.
Because that was making good money. So you have to, like I said, you're either going to change, and if you want to stay in that, or you're going to say, I quit and just get out of it.
Right.
I'm not going to get out of it, but I'm just, like I said, the stuff that I have now is getting to the point where it's too high of a price. Yeah, you're picking on me just because it took forever. You asked the question, I'm answering it.
Hello, and welcome to Saigon Tigers. Hello, welcome and good morning. And also Pages, Films, and Plastic. Mr. Angel, hello,
I mean,
hello.
it's nothing against anybody or anything. It's just that, like I said, like, I got this. This is from a movie called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah.
Actual sword. But, I mean, I've got like 4 or 5 swords all around the house. So we're going to thin out and we're going to get rid. This one I can't because the wife wants this one. But the other one, I got a Highlander one, a Kill Bill one. Those are going to go up, on the block.
Yeah, Jerry, that was the comment she made about me, because how long it took for my last package to get from her that I bought on her auction.
Yeah.
She was saying how long it took.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't talking about you.
Wow, that took forever.
But I mean,
what it is that I bought several things from the different auctions, and just some reason that one package took the longest from Dawn. So yeah, I got them. Let's take a while sometimes.
I told Tommy that you said that you got his package too, and he was like, huh? He thought you had gotten that a long time ago.
I just got that Saturday.
It's crazy.
I got a 10 by 20 storage unit that's packed.
Oh, wow.
That I want to try to downsize that. And I mean, at first we had it in the garage, but we couldn't leave the cars out in the driveway. So we said, all right, let's move the majority of the stuff into a storage unit. But now it's like, okay, now we need to get rid of stuff.
I like about my garages. I use it to park in, because there's no way I'm going to set my car out in the sun or the snow. And I love it because when I have to leave and get up the garage, I ain't got to worry about de-icing my car, taking the snow off of it. Just go. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. You get all those things, and it's like, it just becomes, so it's like, no. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 racks that are just filled with posters and toys in the garage.
But that's one thing you have to say. If you want to be interested, if you're interested in buying anything on this auction, you definitely need to be there. You might want to set the reminder on the link for Paul's channel for that auction, because it's going to be first come, first serve, and I can see the flying numbers in the chat already.
And if you go to Paul's site now, he's got the sneak peek video up.
Yeah, he does have a premiere that he did of just a sneak peek of what some of the things he's going to be auctioning off.
I mean, like, I've got like the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse jacket.
And that's the one he did with the he was crying to do with the last auction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly man. But I mean, like, I got that, and that's only for Academy members.
Yeah.
But I've got one, because when you go to vote, they want you to vote on, and they'll, because I used to get all the videos to vote for the Academy.
Right.
I was a member at one time, so I used to get all that stuff.
Right.
So, but I mean, like I said, you can only have so much, and then you got to get rid of it, because it's just too much. And
John says,
you know,
but if you hate,
this way. I've
you hate to see a grown man cry, don't watch it.
But I figure, at least if you have something for 10 years, you know, you've had it long enough, you're not going to do nothing with it anymore. Nobody looks at it. It sits in a box or whatever. Let somebody else enjoy it.
That's right. The Oscar, yes, indeed.
You're like, I just got sent this from a friend of mine.
Amazing Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man number 102. You know, so I'm like, it's nice. I appreciate it. So I'm like, okay, so now I got another book. You know,
that's why Robert always asks me, why are you selling that? Okay, I had it for this many years. I had to dust it every time I passed by it. Let somebody else enjoy it now. Let me start getting rid of some of the clutter, you know?
That's my other thing. Let somebody else enjoy it. You know, I've had a lot of this stuff for a lot of years, and I can say, yes, I owned it. But now let somebody else. Yeah, Mark's been enjoying my stuff too. Your package is getting ready to go out too, Mark. Don't worry.
But that's one thing I can say. Out of everything I've bought from you already in your auctions, I am not complaining, because there was some great stuff. So
I got to learn about the letting go part of it.
Yeah.
It takes a while, trust me, because you want to say, I have all this, I have all this. And then when somebody comes over, you say, see, I have this. Ooh, I have that. Ooh, this is cool. All that. But then after a while, you're like, yeah, okay, I have this. Yep. All right, I got that. And like I said, it gets to the point when you got to turn around and say, yeah, I like this, but I like this more. So let's get rid of this. So I got more room for this. Like I said, we just spent like about $3,000 worth of for Godzilla stuff, right from Japan.
Wow, that's awesome.
No, it isn't.
It is for me.
That thing that they did for us, giving us the private tour of the store and everything.
Well, I look at it this way.
Them.
I look at it this way, because Robert was like, why are you doing this? I said, well, yeah, think about it. I've had it for this many years, but now it's just sitting on a shelf, and yes, it's nice and pretty. But you bought all that. Yeah, but guess what? Now it's time to let somebody else enjoy it. So that's why I either put it on eBay, auctions, or my antique booths. Because it's time to let it go. It's something that you can only enjoy for so long. And I mean, you keep it in the great condition that it's in. And that way, when you give it to somebody else, they can enjoy just as much as you did. So,
yeah, that's right.
I mean, this way it makes it easier. And the stuff that I'm going to get rid of, you know, stuff like this, you know, that's an exclusive, you know, pop figure for Macho Man, GameStop only, Diamond Collection, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, it's nice, but you know what? Let somebody else who really likes it have it, and, you know, and it'll go at a good enough price that the person who buys it's going to be happy, and the wife is going to be happy because I made room in the house. She always says it when she comes in and she looks and she says, wow, there's a clean spot. I can walk over here.
I think
his girlfriend really enjoys the nightmare print very much, and looks great in the frame.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I mean, when she first came here 16 years ago to the first apartment that I was living in. I kid you not, there was nothing but pathways through the house. You had to either walk like this or walk sideways to go from one room to the other. So, I mean, but like I said, then we ended up buying the first house, and then we got another house, and now we're at this house, and I still have too much stuff. Even though I got a bigger house, it's still too much stuff.
That's
You
what I
get a
tell
bit-
The movie posters alone, I've got over 9,000 of them.
Yeah.
And when you say, well, gee, but it's paper. Paper weighs a ton.
Yeah. We downsized from a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home to a single wide trailer house, mobile home. And the reason we done that is because we were entirely too blessed and we had way too much stuff. And I told my wife, which at the time we had animals and all that kind of stuff. And I told her, I said, there's no sense in us having all these animals. And there's no sense in us having all this stuff because it's just sitting here. So what we did is we started having yard sale after yard sale and started selling stuff. And we downsized. And I told her, I said, I'm starting this business up and we're going to have to make some money. And that's whenever I got into selling on eBay and making a lot of money that way. But I just went out and bought me a 12 by 32 building. And whatever fits in this building is whatever I sell. If I can't figure out how to fit it in this building, then I can't buy it. And I try to keep my inventory fairly small. Like Johnny said, he's got 1,500 and something listings. I don't have enough room for that much listings, and which would be fantastic if I did, but I would have to buy more buildings and stuff like that. So I try to keep my stuff as organized as possible, because if I come in here and it's cluttered, I can't even think right. My brain just don't work right if it's disorganized. I gotta have everything's got to be in its own perfect spot, and it's just.
That's the thing, though. That's what drives my wife and son crazy. You see this, right?
Yeah.
And I can leave, and then I can come back 2 hours later, and I'll say, "Who is in the room?" And they'll say, "What do you mean? This is over here now." How do you know that? I know.
That's right.
You know where all your chaos is.
Yeah.
I cannot live like that.
I can't either. Like if I was at Jerry's house right now, I'd be cleaning.
Same here.
Oh,
I
no.
always invite my mom over every once in a while when I need help to go through stuff. She's very OCD, and I have a Christmas closet
Okay.
that's the whole back half of our upstairs. And I've been trying to get my mom over here to help me get rid of some stuff.
Well, Trent, the one thing I have to say about all of that inventory I have, one thing I have to say I'm blessed with is in the basement, there is 2 large walk-in closets. The main one I put all my inventory in is all organized in different categories because it's a cedar closet. When I say cedar, everything in there is made with cedar.
Okay.
And there's an additional walk-in closet in the walk-in closet.
Wow.
I'm able to keep everything organized that way. And then this closet right behind me is where I have things that are also already listed on shelves. This closet on both sides are shelves.
Okay.
All the way to the back.
Wow. That's
I was
awesome.
definitely blessed with a lot of closet space where even in the one right here where if you ever get a chance, watch my hashtag soy pod. And you'll see how I got everything organized where even my packing materials in one walk-in closet. I have all the stuff in another. And upstairs in my dining room, I have a large glass container keeping all the glassware in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I definitely organized it in a way that the glassware is going into my antique booth where everything else I'm putting on eBay.
Yeah.
I my antique booth.
I have to have organization. Everything I do, I guess, just because humans are habit forming, and what I like whenever I'm shipping a package, I've got a specific procedure that I go through, and because if I don't, I feel like I forgot something, or I missed something, and that's the same way with my store. Is everything's organized that way. If somebody says, "Hey, I want to buy this from you, or if they purchase a product from me, I can jump up, I can run directly to it, grab it, and I can go ship it. And
Yeah, the way
I don't have that problem here. See, like if you said, I'm looking for this poster, say, okay, I go down, I go get it, and you say, how did you find that? Because I know where it is.
yeah, that's right. Some
hello,
people,
I want to say hello and welcome to Frugal Peanut Resale. Hello, and welcome. Perina says, I can't stand clutter. I work well in organized chaos, but I am better with the stuff set up now and numbered totes. Yeah, that's good to do.
yeah.
I have to be organized. And then the way I have it is, I see a lot of people put like bins, and they put whatever in the bins. They don't have, that's just the way they keep their numbers in their, what you call that again in your listings? It's a SKU number.
Yeah.
Some people put like a letter and a number on the codes, and that's how they do their system. But for me, I have a different way. I have one whole section with shelves with electronics, and in the closet it has a good space on the top of the closets all the way around. I have toys, games on one side, puzzles on another, and then another space for electronics, for like things with computer games and things for the different PlayStations and stuff like that. And then I have another bookcase that has got DVDs, PS3 games, books, and then figures and Funko Pops and stuff like that. I have everything on shelves in the section. And then I have another little cubbyhole in the closet where everything is either holidays, Christmas, Valentine's, Halloween, whatever. That's in another little section in that closet. That's just the way I do my store. And then like in here, I have all my wrestling figures all in one long shelf. And then the odds and ends and household plates.
See, now you must be doing good with your wrestling up there.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back to I'm ready to start listing the second bulk items that I bought. That was like the second big bulk item I bought from the same guy.
Because that was the only thing that I couldn't understand when I moved down here. Because, I mean, I'm where they all wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't buy the wrestling here at all.
Well, believe it or not, I'm selling a lot of it online.
I sold it like crazy.
Some of them are going overseas.
Like I said, when I used to do the Boston Comic Show, I used to have 1 6-foot table that was nothing but wrestling figures.
Mm-hmm.
And they would buy the hell out. I would restock that like 2-3 times throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
Because of them. And especially the women figures. You get a lot more for the women figures for wrestling than you did for the guys.
I have a look at
one per pack. But yet down here, I go into like Walmart or Target. They'll have 4 or 5 of them all sitting on the shelf.
I even been selling the wrestling trading cards, brand new, sealed in the box. I think I have one left of all of what I bought from the guy that I bought from on Facebook Marketplace. And it says I would throw everything away, plus the person who made the mess.
Please don't throw me away.
I know.
I can't tolerate disorganization. I can't even stand it.
Throw me away with some malasadas, which is Portuguese fried dough. So you can throw me away with a dozen of those, and I'll just go and be happy. Okay.
Some people can handle it. Some people they can walk right to the product and in the chaos. And they know exactly where it's at. They know, like you said, they know exactly somebody's been in there. There's a footprint here. Where did this footprint come from?
That's me.
And some people can do it. I can't. I would go crazy. My brain wouldn't work right.
Don't get me wrong. At first, yeah, it does make you a little bit crazy. But once you start saying, okay, this is here, that's there, and you got used to it being there, that's it.
Yeah.
Once you got done, it's all set.
Yeah, that's right. That's like right now, I'm in the middle of remodeling my building, and it's about to drive me crazy because I went through. I mean, you see these walls I just put up, and we've insulated everything. We got all the walls put in, and almost all the walls put in. I've still got some to do, but everything is shoved to one end of the building.
And now you can't find anything.
And I've got orders to pack, and I'm panicking and I know they're still where they were, but it's just the fact that where's my tape gun? Where's my stapler? Where's my polymillers? And I'm like, I'm about to go crazy. So as soon as this live is over, that's what I will be doing. Is
Right. See, for me, one thing is I have to, before I leave my office in the eBay room, and even before I go to bed at night, I have to have my everything in order, cleaned and done and ready for when I come back the next day. But my kitchen, that's one thing I cannot stand is dirty dishes or anything in the sink. And then I wipe down all my cabinets before I go to bed because I like to wake up in the morning before I have my coffee and have everything done. I don't want to have to come down and that's one of my pet peeves. 2 of my pet peeves that I just cannot stand, and it's something that everybody does, I think, is you squeeze the toothpaste instead of rolling the toothpaste. That just drives me. I walk into my bathroom and my wife is the world's worst. She'll just grab the toothpaste and she just squeeze some toothpaste on the toothbrush. And every morning I sit there, I'm like griping about it, and I roll the toothpaste. And another thing is put the toilet seat down. Whenever you're done using the restroom, whether you're a man or woman, put the toilet seat back down. And that way, whoever has to come in there next time, they can lift up whatever they need to lift up. Whether it's 1 lid or 2 lids or whatever, you can lift it up. But whenever you're done, put the lid back down and make sure you flush the toilet. Sabrina, every time I watch an auction, when the sees in the background is all quiet, she starts to get hyperventilating and she changes the YouTube channel.
So she must be hyperventilating right now. I thought it was my good look.
Trent, me and Tom, know exactly what you mean by the toilet or the toothpaste tube, because the kids do it all the time. So we bought one of these. You stick the you stick the toothpaste in there. I don't know how this opens because, well, I didn't.
I remember when I was a kid, they had the little toothpaste with a little clip, like a key, and you roll it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's how I started doing always had mine done. And that's one of the things I do. I have to turn it. I don't know why, it's just a habit. I want to get everything out of there perfectly. Maybe if I didn't see the toothpaste tube, it would be okay. So I may need to invest in one. Let's see what that is again, Des.
What's that?
Show us what that looks. What is that? It's a tube.
Okay. We don't have the box in there, I don't think. But anyway, it's you put your toothpaste in this. There's another piece that goes with it. It's upstairs. I'm actually going to be vinyling this.
Oh, okay.
Down here. You put your toothpaste in there. Put it up in there. You push the little piece that's upstairs, and the toothpaste comes out.
Oh, wow.
You don't see the toothpaste container, and it's supposed to be less of a mess. And we'll see how that works. I'll keep you.
Let us know how that works out. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it takes your toothpaste and puts it into a pump. I don't know. We got it at the thrift store for a bargain.
Just want to let everybody know that the reselling show with Show Me Pickers, Picker, Thrift and Goomba will be back on Wednesday night. Okay. Whose channel is it going to be on, Jennifer? Oh, she's got the link right there. Hello, and welcome, Melissa Kate. Hello, welcome. Good morning. Jerry, yours is not too bad. I try to watch you instead of.
I don't know who she's talking about. This ain't no handsome face.
All right, let's see here. Let me get this.
I don't even have a face in radio, okay?
Yeah, I must. Oh, yeah. I've been watching them. I didn't realize they were doing an auction. When is this going to be? Wednesday night. So that's tomorrow night. I have to check it out. Yeah. I just commented on one of their videos and they commented back. So yeah, I've been watching them for a while now, but I guess I haven't caught the thing about the auction. I have to check it out. Let's see. My father was so about the toilet seat. Yeah, I'm the same way. It has to be done at all times. Stop it, Jerry. You too.
Fishing and picking, you're not weird. We make our son sit down and pee too because I'm tired of the mess.
I hear that.
And he's 14.
Don't sit down in public. That's right. You don't sit down in public. You hover. Some of today's topics.
Yep.
At least it's better than the topics last night, let me tell you. I got off my live. My stomach is still sore from laughing. My face still hurts from being beet red. And but it was fun. It was
That's one thing
different.
about the morning show. It doesn't necessarily always have to be having to do with resale.
Yeah.
It always works in its way, but yeah.
Yeah. That's
I like when
usually
we
the
talk
main
about
subject.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
In public, I'm free range when see the drain and the floor. Baja kidding. Okay.
Okay, so in our house, the basement is pretty organized. The rest of the house, getting there. But I cleaned out our food pantry. It took me quite a few days to go through our food pantry. One, didn't realize we had that much crap in there. Two, I had like doubles and triples of kitchen gadgets. So I got rid of those. But now it's really nice. I'm starting to get the taste of, hey, go downstairs, go to the second shelf, grab the bag of rice that's all the way to the left. I didn't know how fun that was.
I get a kick out of it because Robert's always looking for something in the pantry. I can tell him which, because we have multiple pantries, but I have like seasonings in one. I have like our all everyday thing, and then we have a pantry as backup because I always, if I'm grabbing the last thing out of the pantry, I'll have one of them that I'm taking as my last one. It's going on the grocery list. I get it to where I don't run out. So Robert's always asking me, where's this? Where's that? I can tell him exactly which cabinet, which shelf, and what side of the cabinet. Yeah.
I'm just experiencing that, Johnny. I really am. And I'm like, oh, it's so nice because the kids will come downstairs and they'll be like, look, come back up. I have no idea where it's at, Mom. I'm like, that's because you didn't look. It's on such and such side. It's on this shelf. Yeah. It's right here. Go get it. I did it
to Robert, and he says, no, it's not there. I just have to get up and I go right to and I show him, look, it's right where I told you.
Exactly. It's because I mean, the kids help me with it and everything, but let me tell you, it was a whole new experience. So that was the first thing. Then we got a matching bedroom set. Now let me tell you about that.
Uh-oh.
I've never had one.
Yeah.
I want more matching furniture.
It's nice, ain't it?
It is very nice. And I love our furniture. Our bed, however, because we have not had a headboard in like years and years and years. So that is something that's actually got to get used to. And then because we have 2 built-in lights in the headboard, and then we have 2 built-in lights on the female dresser.
Yeah.
And so we went to the thrift store the other day and we found matching globes, I think that's what they're called, for the whole bed set.
Oh wow!
And I felt like I was on cloud 9 because we only spent $1 on all 4.
Wow, that's awesome.
So we have $31 invested in our bedroom set.
Hey,
that's a good deal.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's good.
Heck no.
Yeah.
Oh, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Susanna, we did not. I have never had matching furniture. Never. But that's what my personality is. Nothing matches. You never know what's going to happen. And so experiencing a matching bedroom set. Now I want a matching living room set. I want a matching dining room set. And now my kitchen has to match.
Well, funny story. Yeah. So funny story. We have half of a headboard. And the reason I say half is because one night I was asleep and I hated that headboard from the get-go. It's just the way it was made. Whenever I tried to lean back in the bed, I would always hit. There was one little decorative design that I always hit my head on, and I never could get comfortable no matter how I put my head to get in it. And one night I was laying there and I fell back and I hit that design with my head, and it put a big knot in my head.
Ouch.
Well, the next morning, my wife gets up, she goes to work, and whenever she comes home, half of the headboard's gone. And she said, where did the headboard go? I said, well, half of it's out there in the burn pile. Because I took a saw and I cut half the headboard off. I sure did. I cut that dude in half.
That sounds like what I would be doing. I'd do
Yeah.
the same thing. She'd be like, "What happened to it? I don't know. It ran away. It went off somewhere.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know. I
she
came in
ended
the
up.
room. It was gone."
She told me, she said, "Well, let's just get rid of the headboard and everything all together, and we'll just do it that way." So, and I said, "Okay." But going back to the whole toilet thing, another funny story. I was in Walmart about a week ago, and I had to use the restroom. So I went into the restroom and done my business. And as I was coming out of the stall, the little urinal area place, I walked around into where they've got the sinks where you can wash your hands and stuff. And there was a woman standing there in the men's bathroom. And I just said, "Good morning, how are you doing?" And she said, "Oh, good morning, how are you?" And I washed my hands, and she was putting her makeup on and putting her lipstick stuff on. And then it all hit her. She realized, "Oh crap, I am in the men's bathroom, not the women's bathroom." And she screamed and she started jerking that makeup up. She said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." I was like, "You ain't bothering me none. It's fine, whatever, no big deal." But she run out.
You know, the thing is those little people, it's really hard to read them sometimes.
Yeah. But we stood there, I know, 3 minutes with me washing my hands. And, it's a beautiful day. And I didn't say nothing about, you're in the wrong bathroom or nothing like that. She was
just waiting to catch on that one of us is in the wrong spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to comment on Brady's Lynn's comment. And I saw that Jennifer said she doesn't even have a kitchen table. For me, I have to say that I have used a card, one of those TV trays as a card, little TV tray as a table for myself. Because after Katrina, I lost everything. So I had to start all over. And it did take a while because of the fact that they weren't paying out the insurance too fast at the time. Yeah. And so you have to learn how to live with what you got, what you can get. And because I lost everything, I just started all over. So for the first 2 years after Katrina, I was living in a FEMA trailer. So you have to learn how to also downsize smaller. Yeah. And so that's what made me start doing this thing of not having a lot. And so it's nothing wrong with it because some people, you never know what their situations are. And so it's what you have and what you do with it to the best of your ability until you can get better or get what you want. But in my situation, it was because I lost everything. And it's not the first time that happened because with hurricanes in the South. But again, it's what you do with it at the time that you can get going with it. There's nothing wrong with it, But now I can say I'm blessed with, I have 2 sleigh beds. I've always wanted them. I got them. Matching sets, dinette tables, the whole 9 yards. But it took me a long time to get there. So you just never know what somebody's going through for them not to be able to get everything you have. You just never know. So
yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure where Fishing and Picking goes to the bathroom when he has to go to the ladies' room because it's cleaner. We cleaned at a campground, and let me tell you, the women's bathroom was the worst. So I want to know what woman's bathroom you were in that was clean.
Yeah.
Hello, Susanna.
Hi. How's everyone?
Blessed. How are you?
Fantastic.
I have to mute because Tommy's packing, so I don't want you to hear of the tape.
Okay.
So. But I am still here.
Make your video.
Yeah.
SMRs.
Now, seriously, you people don't have matching furniture.
No, why should we? A chair goes with a table, it matches.
Yeah, that's right. Besides,
that's what my sisters used to say to me when I would wear like a shirt like this with like blue pants, and they would say, "That doesn't match." I'm like, "Why? Does the pants go up here and the shirt down here?" I said, "The shirt's where it is, the pants are where it is. It matches."
No. That doesn't match.
Yes, it does.
That's like my couch and my love seat and my recliner. They're all the same color brown. They all technically match, but I gave $39 for my couch at a Goodwill, and I cleaned it up, and it looks brand new. And I'm a thrift store shopper.
Yeah,
and
but if the fabric is not the same. It doesn't match.
It is the same. That's what I'm saying. It looks like I went to the store and bought it all from the same place at the same time. But if you can find a good deal on it and you can get it for a fraction of the cost, why not do it like that way?
It'll be like a mishmash. I know this is
You know
I
what?
know this is the problem that I have, and it's my problem, but I get anxiety really bad.
Yeah.
Well, you know how we fix that, Susanna? You
What?
buy all the same kind of covers and put it over everything, and now they
Yeah.
all match.
There you go.
I'm not my mother. No, I'm not my mother.
I have
Yeah.
to agree with Marini. She says my ex-husband had liked to move every 6 months, so I would sell everything. So I never had a problem getting rid of stuff. I definitely have to say within the last 3 years, we moved from our first house to our second house, and we had to move here to Massachusetts to our third house. And I told Robert, every time we moved, we were purging. Because when I moved here, I said, I'm tired of packing, I'm tired of moving, I'm tired of unpacking, I'm tired of putting, it's too much. So I started packing things to where when we moved to this house, I had a whole area full of eBay for resale, eBay offers, eBay ready to sell. Because a lot of it already is gone, and I have to do that because I cannot stand. If I haven't grabbed it, touched it, and used it in less than 6 months, it's gone for sale.
Yeah. That's right.
That's how I started my eBay store. Purging. So
Well, that's what I'm doing on the 16th. I'm purging.
Yeah.
I'm purging like nobody's business.
Jerry, I want all your pops, your Funko Pops.
Well, then you got to be there at the auction because I don't know when the stuff is going out, but it's going. I told you.
My oldest son has Funko Pops everywhere. Thank God he doesn't live with me because they would have been thrown out a long time.
Mr. Pickett says, Susanna, my wife lives 300 miles north of me. My house is furnished with cinder blocks and 2x4.
Oh my God.
I love it. That sounds like one of those hillbilly or down in the swamp type of living. My grandmother used to be like that. You know, it made for the they can afford.
They're out in the boondocks.
You know what's even worse is when you're driving around and you see people's houses and they have like cars that they don't use and it's on the grass. It's on the grass. What the hell are you having a car that you can't drive on the grass?
Yeah.
Well, there's a guy in Milwaukee that has a car in his front yard and it's decoration.
Yeah. That's
And
right.
Hackberries.
What's wrong with people? They're seriously, there's something wrong. I can't. And then they have all these little gnomes and all these little things all over. I can't. Like, why?
Yeah.
Wendy says our couch is black leather and our recliners are green leather.
So see, they're both leather. They match.
Yeah, that's right. And they're both couches of sorts. I mean,
There
yeah,
you
you can
go.
sit down on it.
And Lynn, you're so right. Having a lot of stuff can be a burden. And like Susanna says, she's definitely. Let's see. I am like Johnny. I collect. I enjoy. Time to give someone else enjoy. And that's how I am. And I didn't know how to explain that to Robert because he has a lot of collectible and old computers. He loves collecting computer stuff because that's what he does. That's what he's been doing for the last almost 30 years. So sometimes you get overboard, but I guarantee you, it is organized. It's on shelves and in boxes. So,
You see what Fish is saying?
Yeah, he said that's his junkyard pile.
No.
He's saving up.
What about the neighbors? Your neighbors have to look at this. And people like me driving by. That's wrong.
Yeah. Well, and that's like me personally. One of the things that we will never own is a wooden privacy fence. And the reason is because if it is not put in the ground correctly, it will lean over time. And I can't handle a leaning fence. And if you've got a junk pile like that, your vehicles are your savings account, and that's what you're planning on doing, just put you up a fence right there so nobody can see it.
No, me, I would just make it. I would do a diorama. I would make it look like a big accident happened and everything.
Yeah, that's right. Excuse me just a second.
And Wendy's using a Ford Explorer to use it as storage.
There you go. See, you got to improvise, adapt, just like what the Marines do.
You know, when we drive around, because we do a lot of driving around in our area, and there is a difference between clean clutter and just downright junkyard.
Yes.
In your front yard. I mean, there is a difference.
There is a difference.
My front yard, every spring, I look forward to bringing out all my knickknacks that I have for my lawn ornaments, and I set them up. My dream is to have a nice front yard with a fairy garden. But I can't do that here because we got this huge tree in the one side of our yard.
See, that's why we like here, because you can put out the stuff and it doesn't disappear. Nobody takes it. See, and that's nice.
My next door neighbor, right? She has wreaths up on her windows and her doors, and they're fake ass flowers. What the hell? Like, I need to be looking at this.
She has fake flowers in her front yard.
Yes.
Well, okay, so in her defense,
take care of them now.
Yeah, in her defense, maybe she's very horrible and doesn't have a green thumb. So maybe that's her way of having beauty in her eyes and not have to kill the plant.
Yeah, I have to say something about that. In Louisiana, where I lived in New Orleans, there was this one little area of town where when you go through, the yard was so beautiful. Every season was different flowers. Then I come to realize that majority of this in this one neighborhood, they were using fake flowers. But the way they presented it in the yard made it look like it was real. So some people can't really grow plants. So that's their way of getting the beauty in their yard somehow. But it did make it look nice. And very low maintenance. You're right.
There's still maintenance with fake flowers outside because I've seen that before. You know, and these people, they just didn't have a green thumb. Now, I don't have a green thumb. So that's why I plant flowers that come back every year and I don't have to do nothing. You know, but I've seen some that were really poorly done. And then you have the ones that are nice, you know, and you can't tell. Like, they're down the road, there's a lady that has flowers, and I'm not sure if they're real or fake, but either way, they're very pretty, you know, and I'm sure people drive by our front yard and are like, are those real? Because I have stargazer lilies that I planted when we first moved into the house, and they're about the size of my head when they bloom.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're huge. I've always loved stargazer lilies. That's my favorite flower.
Absolutely. They're beautiful.
I've never seen them get as big as they get here. And we have sand for, like, we actually had to bring in dirt in our front yard because we couldn't really grow anything because it's so much sand. And so, I mean, they're humongous. And I've never seen them that big. So I'm sure people drive by and are like, where did she get those big old fake flowers? You know, but
Susanna, did you see what Fishing and Pick and Put? Got an old futon frame bed out in the yard. I call it my flower bed now because it's weed flowers that took it over.
Oh my God.
Hello, Bonnie, the Unique Store. Hello, hello. If y'all haven't checked her out, she also does podcasts.
You want to
so
hear?
You may want to check her out. What?
You want to hear?
Yeah, Mark.
My father was a gardener. He loved to do his garden and he loved fresh flowers. Absolutely adored it. My father hated fake flowers. He passed away 10 years ago. Now, every time I go to my father's gravesite, my mother puts fake ass flowers there. So I take them and I turn them upside down. So when she goes there, she always complains and says she doesn't even know it's me. But I take those flowers and I turn them upside down so it looks like the green stem is sticking out of the vases. I'm like, Dad is turning over in his grave with these fake flowers.
Oh no!
Oh my God! Like, seriously, I can't take fake flowers.
Tommy's mom is really good with flowers. Like she had a beautiful setup for her garden, her flower garden and stuff. And to the point where it could be presented on a magazine. That's how nice her flowers are.
Wow.
Then he ends up with someone like me who forgets to water them and keeps killing the plants. Like our ivy that we have in the house, Tommy's had to save about 1,000 times because I forget to water it.
Trent, I want to tell you, if you for this one here, the unique store, that's Bonnie. I know you said you do podcasts. She also does podcasts.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just now getting into doing the podcast, and so far it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm going to really enjoy it.
So Bonnie, if you go into the description bar below, you want to reach out to Trent. He also does podcasts as well. He's just starting. And there's her link of the podcast if you want to catch it, Trent.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out that whole podcast thing. I still get confused on it. And Tommy's tried to show me. Tommy's like, do your research. I'm like, all right. And yeah, I still can't get it.
The only time I hear the podcast I listen to is when we're in the car with Robert, and he has a playlist of different podcasts. And sometimes it's just so boring that I fall asleep in the car while we're in the car. It's like, I can't listen to this. But again, sometimes it's like I'll ask him questions and I feel like he gets frustrated with me because I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to make sure I understand, you know?
Yeah.
Can't believe some of us put chains on our cars when it's I thought that was illegal now.
No, you don't put, why would you put chains on your car?
There are traction.
Yeah, it helps with traction because in certain areas, like the further north you go, it's very common to have chains on your tires to help you get up hills and stuff like that. It helps.
All that black ice.
Don't they have snow?
Oh, I didn't know that. Lynn says where she lives, if you don't have the chains, you don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I thought some states it was illegal.
Some states it is. Other states, and the further north you go, the more you see it.
It's common.
Oh, okay.
In our area, I don't think I've never seen people with chains, but I know the further north you go, it is. A lot of
times where you'll see them, you'll basically hear them is when the snow plows go by. You'll hear the chains rattling.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen that, and
I haven't seen any here either.
There's snow tires out there. Tires.
That's what we have on our car.
The snow tires are just not enough. Let me tell you.
But those chains are breaking up the roads, and then in the spring, I'm going to be driving, and guess what?
Oh, the city doesn't care. They'll just send the pavers out one day to repave them.
Mm-hmm. And the snow and the ice on the roads are so thick that you can only use them at certain, during when it's really bad. It's not like you do it all year round. It's when it's really thick and you just can't get through it. It's to help get the traction that you need.
I know, like in Lynn and all that, when the storms would hit. Oh yeah, you would. If you didn't have any kind of traction on your tires, forget it. All you were doing was spinning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to close out the show. But before we do, I want to go around and let everybody mention if you have something special going on this week. Any live shows you may be doing, go ahead and promote it. And also, don't forget to put your links in the chat so that everybody can check you out, and also make sure that you're subscribed to you with setting any reminders for anything special you have coming up. And so we'll start with you, Des.
I'll be on with you tomorrow.
Are you going to be on? Who you going to be on with, girl?
I'm going to be on with you.
Oh, with me? Little old me?
Yes, I'm going to have some paintings, and I'm going to have some doggy clothes, brand new doggy clothes.
So if y'all want to come and check out an auction tomorrow at 1 o'clock, it's the Hump Day auction.
I have a gold diamond ring.
Ooh. So yeah, we'll be at 1 o'clock on my channel, and it's going to be 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And Suzanne and myself will be on tomorrow. And then also Saturday, we have the Royal Auction with myself and Queen Cleopatra and Susanna. So yeah, that's what we have going on this week for us.
Awesome.
And let everybody know the day you have your shows on, Des.
Okay, so Monday evenings at 8 p.m. Central Time, I have my mental health live chat. We talk about anything and everything on there. And So I hope everybody can come and hang out. It's not just for people who struggle with mental health, it's for everybody. And then Friday, we have our Masked Singer episode 2, the first rounds of elimination. And so I did see that Jennifer had dropped the link.
Yes, she did.
And so I just dropped it again. So make sure if you wanna see some fun stuff, come on, head over to the Bargain Effect Tommy 2.0's channel. Last week was a blast.
Yeah.
This week's gonna be even more fun. And we're starting to get our third week he's starting to get the third week of music being sent in. So
okay. Also, don't forget, if you have not voted on this last Friday's auction, a live Masked Singer, you do have until Thursday. But the thing about it is please remember, you're not voting for the one you like. You're voting for the one you want to see go off, and that's gonna be the part of the elimination for Friday. Because I did have a couple of people ask me about that, and I told them that because they told me who they voted for. Remember, I said, "Well, is that the one you really wanted? Is that the one you like?" And they said, "No." I thought we had to vote for the one we like, and it's not. It's the one you want to vote off for the week. So just remember that if you haven't voted.
Yep, the link is in the description of the first episode of Masked Singer for the voting, and so it does say on the voting. So make sure you read the whole thing. That it is voting for who you want off.
Yeah, so that's what happened in my description bars for when he did the video on what's going on and the do's and don'ts and things. So yeah, that's in there too.
Yeah, my wife and I had to watch it twice because we got in an argument, and she's like, "You're voting for who you like." I said, "No, you're voting for who you want to see go home."
Yeah, and he tried to repeatedly say that during the live so people understood. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely who you would like to see go off the following week, and so he is. The poll closes Thursday evening, and so good luck to all the participants, because let me tell you, it was fun, and I
laughed so hard.
I did too. It was fun.
I was trying to figure out who people were, and I was way off. I know I was way off. I only got one person. At least
saw Jennifer's comment.
Positive, I got one person.
Yeah, Trent, safe.
Jennifer said, "Don't worry, Trent. You will be safe this week."
And if you hit that song, which song did you sing, Jerry?
I sang the song of the Invisible Man. It was quiet.
The whisper softly.
Yep.
Also, don't forget at 12 o'clock, we also have two different other lives going on, which is the Two Hip Chicks. Her and Mary, Dawn and Mary, go on at 12 o'clock every Tuesday and Thursday. So don't forget to check them out. They are live for a good about an hour. So you get to enjoy them as well. And also, if you would like to go to a Bible study at 12 o'clock, also on the Flipping Hope, which is Anthony and Mama at the Hip Flipping Mama. They do their live Bible study at 12 as well on that's called the Hip Flipping Hope. So don't forget to go check them out. And do you have anything coming up, Trent?
Yeah, tonight at 7 o'clock. It was going to be at 8 o'clock, but I'm changing it to 7 o'clock. We are going to do a live, and it's kind of the same thing this is, where you can come on, you can visit, you can promote your channel, stuff like that. But I'm going to be discussing eBay and some of the things that I've got going on with my new channel, which I'm really excited about. I really figure this new channel is going to do better than my reselling channel, but we'll see. I mean, hopefully they both do good. But anyway, we've got that coming up. We've got a couple videos coming out this week, so y'all stay tuned, and you don't want to miss them. They're going to be good videos.
Also, don't forget to mention your other channel.
Yeah, I've got the Thrifty Pickerz channel, which is just about eBay and reselling, and then I've got another channel that you can look it up. It's under Trent Hale, TrenThale, and it's about encouragement and positivity. And no matter what you're going through, you can make it. You're perfectly capable and able to succeed at whatever you put your mind to. and you've got it. You've got this. You can handle it.
I mean, that's some good videos. I watched them already, and Robin and I actually watched them. They were pretty good. Definitely, if you need to get a positive pickup and you're going through a hard time, you want to get a good positive feedback or positive lift me up, definitely watch.
Yeah, it's a good daily dose of positivity. That way, and what I want to get to, where I'm putting out, even if it's just a 1 minute video every day, just something like that, to where if you want to come to my channel, you can say, I just want to watch this real quick, short, and give some inspiration, because like I said, no matter what you're going through, you can make it. It's going to be okay. It may be hard.
Got a little lineup on the charts videos now with the hashtag charts.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I'm going to have to do something.
Try it out and see how it works.
Yeah.
When you said about a minute, because that's what you need to have it for. I think it's no more than a minute.
Okay.
I have to look into it again. I know somebody was talking about it before. But yeah. And Jerry, you have anything else coming up other than the 16th?
Nope. I've had a few people that wanted me to come on, but I politely declined.
Right.
Because I just want to get everything ready. And like I said, I mean, I did Hemlock's auction last Wednesday. She talked me into doing it. And now between then and now, I've had like 25 auction pieces that had to go out. I'm waiting for my last things to go out, and with the holiday, and I forgot that it was the holiday, and saying, that was going to backlog me. So I'm like, nah, I'd rather just, once this last batch goes out, then I'll be getting everything all set for the show. Because like I said, we're going to have a lot of lots to go through.
Yeah.
Jennifer just put the link in. If you need to set a reminder, there is the link, and you can go ahead and set the reminder for your notification. Also, make sure you got all notifications turned on so you can definitely be there. There's going to be a lot of great lots. He's starting them at a very low price, and then you just never know how high the auction is going to go.
A lot of them are going to start at $1, and like I said, if you spend $50 or more for the States here, it's going to be free shipping.
There you go.
Because that's our way of getting you to buy more stuff, so more stuff leaves.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
And so definitely check it out. Don't forget to hit some reminders. And also don't forget Two Hip Chicks, Dawn and Mary do come on every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 o'clock. And so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get ready to end the show. As I always say at the end of each show, please remember this, that love always, love is free. Please be kind to one another until we meet into another chat. Have a fabulous and blessed day. Later.
Everybody.
Bye.